Why hello there. Hello everybody, how's it going? How's everyone doing today? Hello. To answer y'all's questions, first of all, we do have a Potato Brian Rowlet, yes. And we also have a Goose Goose Duck Brian Rowlet, yes. But we don't have a Brian Rowlet, you know. And there's only 2 spots left for January. So feel free to keep redeeming. I'm not trying to cut you off. No, you're fine. You're good. How's everyone doing? I'm tired. It is Sunday, so it's like, oh, Sunday mention. It is the last day of the weekend, so yeah, you know, it is that feeling that you have to go back to school / work tomorrow. Why'd it have to be Sunday already? Well, we're back with Ace Attorney. Last time we checked, Miles Edgeworth got thrown in jail. So, you know, we're gonna see how that works out. We're gonna try to free our boy. I need a remote job. How am I though? How art thou? I'm doing good. Aside from the fact that I had an allergic reaction today, so my right eye is a bit swollen. I'm fine now, but like my right eye is swollen, bit swollen right now. But I think we'll be fine with one eye, surely. Surely. I'll be recovered soon. It usually goes away by the next day. But I don't know what I reacted to today. I don't know what am I allergic to. It's usually it's any sort of like pet animal fur that makes my eyes go swollen like this. But you know, I've not been in any contact with any sort of animals, so like I don't know. Maybe it's like leftover fur from when I dog sat last year. It's those damn rabbits. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, but one of the joyous things about having so much snow is that, you know, I went out and I saw like tons of little animal footprints and deer footprints across our yard. It's so funny to see. It's so cute. But yeah. So I don't know what I am allergic to today, but we'll keep going. I'm fine now. It doesn't itch anymore, at least if I don't touch it again. But yes. Let's continue. Oh, there he is in prison, in jail. Will we figure out what it is before it becomes a problem? I mean, if it like keeps happening for the next couple days, we'll definitely have to get to the bottom of it. But if it's like just a what, like you know, allergies are weird. Like I don't know. All right. Never thought I'd spend another night in here again. Oh, that's right. He was arrested before. It's not his first time in the jail. And they stripped me of all the evidence we'd so painstakingly— No, my evidence! No! We only have this damn pin left. We don't have our badge either. Oh no. Even if they did let me keep Kay's Yatagarasu pin, I can't help but worry about her. They better be treating her well. They better be. I'd kill someone if they didn't. It's okay. Gumshoe got her back. I trust. The murderer, it was me. That's right. So she had a random memory. Alright, I forgot to recap. I'm sure everybody still remembers what happened. So she lost her memory, but she suddenly recalled that she was looking down on like a body on the ground. But you know, I had a thought, is like, what if she was just looking at the raincoat on the ground and there was actually nobody in the raincoat? What if that's what she's remembering, you know? That could be it. That could explain things. And then we also found— I can't even show you the evidence because we don't have it. We also found like the illegal auction, blah blah blah. And then yeah, Eustace Winner's dad, at least he's still here. He's sus as hell, our #1 prime suspect for now, for us at least. And we just gotta get him off the screen. Francisca is definitely looking into this. She has to. It wasn't UK. Oh, come on, let's go. We've got a visitor. Visitor? Who? Someone by the name of Dick Gumshoe. Want me to send him away? You don't know who... Aren't you colleagues? No, though I'm not sure what to even say to him. Wait there. They're leaving me unsupervised. Oh? Forgive the intrusion. Why is she... What? Judge Gavel? Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a seat. Maybe she noticed something's off. Please, girl, don't let me down again. Let me at her! What are you doing here? I was told it was Detective Gumshoe. I imagine you wouldn't come if you knew it was me. Oh, she's smart. What could she possibly want from me now? I suppose I better find out. Yeah, why are you here? You might not be aware of this, but you are only permitted to meet with specially approved visitors. So I'm to be treated like a dangerous criminal, am I? I suppose my reputation is rather plummeted. Wow, they sure got their priorities straight. Some gay lawyer? Yeah, maximum detention. Do not even get, like, you know, do not even let him meet anybody. It has indeed, for you, of course, and your friends. That attorney and the other girl were raising quite the fuss earlier. Fender and Emma. I saw them launch some extremely heated words at one of the guards. Emma cussed somebody out. Yeah, murder? Yeah, let them roll free. Von Karma? Yeah, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about Von Karma? No, you didn't. You may thank the goddess in that regard, for even she is too busy to deal with each and every infraction. They will not be punished for their bad behavior. Oh, what? What do you mean? Like, they cussed a guard out? What? You're gonna arrest someone for cussing someone out? Oh my god. You come here just to chit-chat with me? You must have a lot of time on your hands. Oh, speaking of which, Miss Von Karma's continued investigation where you... I knew I can trust her. That's my girl. I just thought you would like to know. I figured you'd be worried about how they were all doing. To admit it, but she read me like a book. Yeah, well, what are you doing here? Continue to chase, Your Honor. Why are you really here? I'm simply here to talk. Nothing more. There's something I wish to know about you. Me? Yes. Who else? Objectively speaking, you are highly intelligent and quick-witted. And a born prosecutor at that. Please, Judge. Your sarcastic praises but salt on my wounds. To be fair, Edward is the most capable of actually escaping. He's flimsy. I mean, he like, probably not by physical force, but like, I'm sure he could like master manipulate his way out of the prison somehow with his big brain. Yeah, he can talk his way out of anything. Wait, what did she say? Oh my god. I sincerely mean every word, Mr. Edgeworth. It is why I failed to understand you. Take this latest case, for example. You were up against the very committee itself. You had no hope of succeeding. Even a child could have seen that, and yet... I don't imagine the old me would have ever been so reckless. The old me had power, and because of that I thought that justice was always on my side. Just as you and the committee believe now. But a certain person changed my mind. He made me reckon my selfish and skewed sense of justice. Oh, wow, I wonder who this is! And once the scales had fallen from my eyes, I began to look at people differently. And we made out after my trial. I saw that I was only able to be an effective prosecutor thanks to the efforts of those around me. Detective Gumshoe, the many investigative officers of the force, and even Kay. It changed me. The degree to which it changed me still surprises me to this day. I see, thank you. Insert unnecessary feelings. Oh, hi Ben! How are you doing? Welcome! Welcome to stream today. You understand me? I highly doubt it. Someone who is so focused on forcing the idea of justice onto others can't possibly see what I see. Is that so? Is that what you truly believe? I will say one thing. This has been a very interesting conversation, that is all. Before I go, there is one remaining matter. I was asked to inform you that the date of your hearing has been confirmed. It will be held today in the trial chamber. The committee sends its warmest regards. If that was all you had to tell me, you could have just sent a message. and entrust the goddess's word to another. That wouldn't do now, would it? Until then, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll see you again very shortly. She literally just came to laugh at us. What's your deal? I can't get a read on her. I can't get a read on her. Why still hold a hearing? Because the committee wants the last laugh, I guess. They're like, no, we will not accept your own personal resignation. We will fire you ourselves, you know? Something like that. I'm good about to play God of War Ragnarok. Ooh! Oh my god. Good luck. I hope you have fun with it. Is it on your new PS5? Oh. Oh. They just let me here? What am I supposed to do now? Wait, is the hole still here? A very basic bag. I can't say it was very comfortable to sleep on, however. I imagine Detective Gumshoe will sleep soundly on it nevertheless, loudly snoring all the while. Suppose we'll probably never get to work together again. I don't have any regrets about the bed I've made. I will follow my own path to the end. I think we're just supposed to reflect on ourselves. How to take a shit. I feel like Francisco would be the one to visit him just to laugh at him. She would laugh at him and then help him out in the end. Because that's what siblings do, right? You know, when your sibling gets into trouble, you have to laugh at him first before helping them out. Window is barred with heavy steel. That reminds me of a movie I once saw. A prison inmate hatched a plot to escape by using a file to cut his cell bars. I won't be doing that, of course. For one thing, I don't have a file on me at the moment. What am I saying? I wouldn't even do that if I have one. You're so silly, Edward. Okay, reflect on yourself looking at the toilet. There's a note on the wall next to the toilet. Sorry, we're currently out of toilet paper. Please make the necessary mental preparations before using the toilet. What sort of mental preparations can one even make? Oh, you know, either using sandpaper as toilet paper or, you know, your loved one's pictures. There's my one Gintama reference of the day. There's a menu here on the table. It seems that detainees are able to pay to have their meals brought to their cells. What looks good? Spaghetti and mac and cheese lunch. Add linguine for only $1. Basmati and brown rice special for a limited time. Only add regular white rice at no extra cost. It's not for the best. I'm not very hungry. He's like peasant food. Disgusting. There are plenty of books. I'm barely spending the time in here and already I can feel my personal appearance slipping. No! His beautiful face. I may have given up my badge, but I mustn't give up on myself. My collar, it's slightly creased. There, and tidy outside begets a tidy inside. Which is why it's more important now than ever to take care of myself. Edward said self-care, even in jail. I love him so much. He's so funny. He's so silly. There's a poster in the corridor outside. We regret to announce that due to the warden's arrest, the Die of Destiny game will be discontinued. I love that they let him keep his ascot. Yeah, they let him wear his nice suit. I guess it's because he's not technically in prison. He's still in detention, you know, center. Inmates will no longer need to roll a die every morning to determine their meals for the day. We wholeheartedly apologize to those who are looking forward to daily casting of that. No, they got rid of gambling? Oh, man. Did anyone really need an apology for the cessation of such a ridiculous idea in the first place? Do I have another visitor? Oh, they ruined. They ruined. Oh, Kay's here too. Kay! Oh, thank goodness you seem alright. That's a load off of my mind. Such a heartwarming scene. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But you're still not your usual cheery. I mean, you have to stay positive, Kay. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, I guarantee you didn't. No, you have to let it go. I'm the murderer. I know that now. Kay, you just saw a raincoat on the ground. There's probably no body there. But you're not. You can't be. Why don't you have any faith in yourself? How can I, Mr. Edgeworth, when there's no me left to believe in? Rip his beard off. He's within punch range. Ooh, I need him to be punched. Like, what's his name? the second shogun in Gintama got punched by Kamui. Here's my second Gintama ripped something. Oh yeah, his name. Nobuno. Before you lost your memory, we spent quite a bit of time together. And I dare say you left quite an impression on me. So you see, there's still plenty of you left. That's why I believe so much in your innocence. And why you should believe in yourself too. Thank you, but I can't. It would just cause more pain for the both of us. Please, you have to forget her. Forget that Kay. She's gone. Kay, no! You remind me of my younger self, you know? So noble, so bold. You take that back. That's like so offensive for you to say that. This is the justice you and the committee stand for? Justice. I suppose you could call it that. What is he up to? Why is he going to such lengths to control everything? You know why, Edgeworth. Think. Can't shake the feeling that something's very wrong here. Is there some hidden agenda at play? There's no time to second guess myself. If I'm gonna find out what it is, it's now or never. Well then, my boy, so biased I should be. Wait. Oh, mind chess already? Oh, it's early. Oh, oh no. Oh, it's only been 20 minutes, Edgeworth. Kay's the only person Edgeworth would throw everything away for? Well, I wouldn't say only person. There is somebody called Phoenix right there. Why is the chairman so intent on seeing Kay charged with this murder? It doesn't make any sense. There must be some rhyme or reason to this madness. Come now, Miles. I'm a busy, important man. I can't be wasting my precious time talking to you. The only way out of our current predicament is through Chairman Winner. There's so much to ask and so little time. Let's start by trying to find out why he rushed to have Kay arrested so quickly. I can't just let this happen. I'm getting answers. It's the last thing I do. Wait, but he doesn't have... What's his tell? I don't know what his tell is. Why the rush to arrest her? Why were you so keen to push through Kay's arrest? I've yet to hear a satisfactory explanation. An explanation? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Don't give me that. You know exactly what I mean. I advise you to moderate your tone, dear boy. Need I remind you of your position? And suppose we did let your friend go free. What then? What do you mean, what then? Think of how that would look, my boy, and who would have to take the blame? Me, that's who. Unless I find the real killer, you know? Which is you. You're right to keep your mouth shut. That way you won't say anything foolish. Sorry, but I can't stay silent forever. Not while Kay's innocence is still in doubt. I'm already in prison. What are you gonna do to me? Ah, you're breaking my heart. Just look at this flood of tears spilling out. Please, just leave it alone, will you? Things are coming along nicely until you interfered. Coming along nicely? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Coming along nicely? That's a pretty strange way of putting it. It's almost as if you wanted Kay's arrest to happen. It certainly doesn't sound like the statement of an impartial representative of the law. You'll take away his ascot. You think so? Well, that wasn't my intention. Has it occurred to you that you might just be overthinking things a little? I mean, I do tend to overthink things when it comes to this game, but I was always right about who did it in the end, wasn't I? Chairman Winner certainly knows how to dodge a question, but it doesn't change the fact that serious doubts remain concerning Kay's arrest. Next, we need to press him on whether he really believes the investigation was sufficient. Me every night, overthinking things. Oh my god, we made it through the first part. Save! Can't take no chances today. We can't allow any of his statements to go unexamined, no matter how trivial they may seem. One of them may just give us the breakthrough we need. How much time was spent on your investigation altogether? Well, now, let's see. You know what? I'm not sure I can remember. I'm sure you can. You won't bluster your way out of this one. It's not bluster, my boy. Honestly, don't recall. It's a problem when you get to my age, you see. Why, I even forgot my own son's name sometimes. Okay. Poor Eustace. Never mind, you're a fool of a son. Poor Eustace. Answer me. How long did you spend on an investigation? You're right, of course. That boy's a fool. I never meant for him to grow up like that, but... Oh, woe is me. I don't give a shit about Eustace right now. He's only too happy to derail the conversation no matter where I take it. I have to force him to take this seriously. Let's try another chat, okay? You can hardly say your investigation was sufficient. You're the one who called all the shots, weren't you? Including the decision to have Kay arrested. I'm afraid I'm nowhere near as influential as you think, dear boy. You're the chairman of the committee. It doesn't get much more influential than that. Rose catching strays, he's not there to defend himself. I don't think he can even defend himself if he was here. God, I love Eustace so much. I love a pathetic character that gets made fun of. Yeah, affectionately. Not that I care about such things. You wound me. It's enough to drive an old man to tears. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not the differential type. Oh, if you're gonna insist on being so blunt. Actual bullet. What do you mean? I said affectionately, didn't I? You know those tone tags? I need one for /affectionate. Like, when I insult someone. Then I'm afraid you won't be seeing your prosecutor's badge anytime soon. Nothing more to say? Wonderful. Oh, wait. I should have been like, I don't need my badge. I gotta be tsundere. I gotta pull out the tsundere. Sorry, I forgot who Edgeworth was for a second. Affectionate bully. You know, it builds character. Let me make something clear once and for all. That badge isn't the be-all and end-all for me. Far from it. I'm not concerned with titles or roles. Even you must understand that much. So young, so very young. A word of advice, Miles, from somebody who's been around the block. You're hopelessly naive, my boy. Idiotically so. Well, that certainly got under his skin. He might be less guarded in his answers while he's in this state. Now's my chance. How much time was spent? Okay. You really don't give up, do you? But even my patience has its limits, you know. What coincidence. So does mine. Now answer the question. Do you believe that your investigation was sufficient or not? Ah, the youth these days are wont to be reckless. Makes me want to put you in your place. Gonna regret that, my boy. I like to see you try. I don't know if this was the right. Oh, I don't know about this. You got to the most heartbreaking case in the game. This is the most heartbreaking. This is not even the last case. I've got you now. You're backed into your corner. You don't even know it. Oh, that was not right. I should have stayed silent. Oops, my bad. Okay. When he's okay. I think I should speak up when he's like crying or something. Well, maybe you do know your place after all. What's the matter, scared? Hardly. I was just thinking about how to best proceed. Getting answers from the elderly requires sensitivity. They can get quite emotional after all. Elderly on elderly violence. I was just talking about how poor Kay is in this. Oh, yeah, that is very heartbreaking. You have no common sense whatsoever, do you? Don't you understand? Your fate rests in my hands. He's threatening us, so we gotta stay quiet. Let's say you do manage to get some answers from me. There's nothing you can do with them, so why not give it up, dear boy? No. And why not? It's simple, because I'm not about to let the truth escape me. Interesting. I think I'm beginning to see what makes you tick. But what you're doing is pointless, tragically, and miserably pointless. Please, just give up. What did he say? The decision has been made. Once again, wait, I didn't read what he said. The decision has... Okay. Once again, your choice of words intrigues me. It's almost as if Kay's guilt had already been determined from before her arrest. This is gonna be a long chess battle. What are you trying to imply? I'm implying that things haven't gone as they normally should. In fact, everything has proceeded as if Kay's arrest was the end goal, right from the very start. Well, Chairman Winner, was it? Okay. That's certainly an intriguing theory. What did I have against Kay? What'd she do? But it's also a complete work of fiction. I'm afraid I don't have time for such flights of fancy. I think it's time we brought this shabby little farce to an end, don't you? He's trying to make his escape. We must confront the legality of Kay's arrest before he slips away. Okay, we somehow made it through that. Whoa. Save. Fate, but the truth is finally beginning to emerge. I'm not about to let this opportunity pass by me. I still have questions. Wait, we're not done yet. I'm tired of all this talking, so make it brief, will you? Who gave the order? Who gave the order? Who decided the case should be arrested? You know, I can't seem to remember. You'll never get old, Miles. My boy wreaks havoc on the memory. I don't have a clue. Okay, we need another track. Okay, I still have questions. What grounds did you have? Based on everything I've heard from you so far, it's clear that Kay's arrest is entirely unfounded. Yes, I think we're all familiar with this particular refrain of yours by now, but I'm afraid it doesn't matter either way. You don't have what it takes to secure her release anyhow. How dare you take this so lightly as a man of the law? My, aren't you a rude little boy? But my fears, it's only so long. Honestly speaking, I don't have the time to waste on every last question you can dream up. I have certain responsibilities to attend to, you know. I really am quite busy. Or are you just pretending to be busy, That's an awful thing to say to a fragile old man. I work harder than I should at my age. Yeah, you should probably fucking retire into the grave. I ask you, my boy, what could I even hope to accomplish putting up such a pretense? You're hoping to avoid talking about the case. I always don't want to talk about the case anymore. Miles is acting like Kay's dad entire case? What do you mean acting like? He is her dad. As you should. You obviously don't want to talk about the case anymore. That's why you're so keen to get out of this conversation, isn't it? I can't wait to get my hand on him. I want to strangle him to death. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, just picture my hands around his neck. My mistake, you are correct. It's just so tragic, it really is, that you would suspect me of such things. That's not a suspicion, it's a certainty. There were no clear grounds on which to base Kay's arrest for a start. Elder on elder violence. Oh, elder as in me, the elder on elder violence? Baby doll hands. Oh, wow. Wow, guys. That way how you think of me? Tiny elderly lady, huh? Writers do a good job of making you despise Blaze in one chapter. Yeah, like I fucking hate. Actually, I started hating him the moment he came into the scene. I was like, I hate this dude. There were no clear grounds on which to base Kay's arrest for start. Oh, now, my boy, let's not get carried away. There's plenty of evidence to support a case. The mask, the letter, the corsage. It was all in her possession. And of course, her confession. More than enough to prove her guilt, I'd say. Those are... We're planning on her, you bitch. What's the matter? Struggling to come up with a way to explain everything away. Oh, I don't know what to do here. By my time. He's irritated. Well, there we have it. Your silence speaks volumes. It's true I can't counter your argument right now, but you did let something valuable slip. A suspiciously detailed knowledge of the evidence against Kay. He rattled off the list like he knew it inside out. Yeah, I wonder why he knew it, huh? Like he's the one that, you know, planted it on her or some shit. Who gave the order? Who decided the case should be arrested? You know, no, you definitely remember. Time to deploy my clue. Whenever he says that, I just imagine him wearing those nerdy glasses and pointing a finger. It's like, time to pull out my clue. Pushes up glass. Surely it's just a coincidence. Yeah, surely. I'd appreciate if you'd stop playing the old man card. You remember the details of the evidence against Kate pretty clearly. Perhaps your memory didn't fail you only when it was convenient. It might be more inclined to believe you. So, let me ask you again. Who gave the order for her arrest? You're a sharp one, I'll give you that. My son could learn a thing or two from me. From you. If he wasn't such an incurable numbskull, that is, it's a tragedy, really. Oh, and whose fault is that? Probably yours, because you were neglectful. I don't want to hear about your son. I don't care about Eustace. I want to know who authorized the arrest. You're very mean, you know that. The arrest, you say? I believe the order was given by... Isn't it you? Clearly he gave it. Come now, Chairman Wiener. We both know it was you. Okay, oof. Alright, you got me. You make it sound like it was somehow a bad thing, though. Edgeworth is tired of Eustace. But I have a reputation to uphold, so I guess I better clear up this little misunderstanding. I'll entertain your questions for a few more minutes. Let's see if I can't put your mind at ease. The key thing to do now is to establish how intimately he knows the details of the case. I just have to ask the right questions. Okay, easier said than done, Edgeworth. I'm like sweating over here. Oh my god. You gotta feel bad for Eustace. Imagine growing up with this all your life. I know! I feel so bad for Eustace. Like, you know, as much as I call him a little shit, he's so endearing to me. Like, I love him so much. The endgame is at hand. We're but a few moves away from the truth. You seem to know a lot about the case. I know about lots of things, my boys. I'm just smart like that. Too bad the same can be said about the way you handle Kay's arrest. I'm a very busy man. Do try to remember that I can... Oh, it's only taking so long because you won't give me straight answers. If only you stop giving me the runaround, we'd be done already. So let's try this again. You seem to know the details of the case quite intimately. Why is that? Because I read the case file. Not exactly the most thrilling use of my time, of course, but it's part of the job. I have to be a good role model. I can't be seen slacking off. It can be so hard. I had some time on hand, so I read the whole thing from cover to cover. To really read it all. Got you now, you're backed in the corner, you don't even know it. Oh, what? 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 Was I supposed to stay quiet there, or should I click the other thing? The fuck? Burn it faster, hurry up. That's strange. I could have sworn you just told me you're a very busy man. Oh, I guess that was it. Okay, I'm dumb. I just realized Blaze's whole motif with the ladder works really well, but he's so good at gaslighting. Wait, that makes sense, you know? Master manipulator, gaslighter. Yeah. I'd say the cracks are finally starting to show, wouldn't you? You're so keen on being an upstanding leader. You can start by releasing Kay, you know. You really don't give up, do you? It's a moving sight indeed, my boy. But a tragic one too. After all, your efforts are for naught. Blaze? I think his name is something. I forgot what his first name was. We're just gonna call him Wiener Senior. Oh, that's his name. Okay, that was a fucking... I'm afraid your little friend was found unconscious near the scene of the crime. Excelsius. Oh, yeah. They did change their names from, like, the fan... Yeah. Eustace wasn't called Eustace. That's what I remember people being talking about. Afraid your little friend was found unconscious near the scene of the crime. Did you see exactly where she was found? We've yet to hear much about the circumstances under which Kay was found. She was lying unconscious in a storeroom, correct? Eustace was called Sebastian in the fandom. I don't know, I like Eustace because it's like useless winner. I feel like that makes sense for an Ace Attorney game. That's right, although I'm not at liberty to tell you how I know that. He knows things even we didn't. In fact, he seems to be aware of every tiny detail about this case. This could be a valuable clue. Put on your glasses, Kay, Edward. Tell me what you know about Kay. Yeah, I like Eustace more myself. Yeah! It's a pretty good name for him. The suspect, Kay Faraday? How much do you know about her exactly? I know that she's the suspect. Aside from that, not much else. Cross my heart, but it's true. Time to deploy my clue. Sorry, but the more you tell me, the less sense your story makes. For one thing, you know details that even those investigating the scene were not aware of. Why is that? Just how much do you really know, Chairman Wiener? Oh, ho, ho, there's that intimidating face you like to make again. Well, two can play this game. How do you like me now, huh? I do have to commend you on your doggedness. It really is something. I'll take that as a compliment. Take it however you like, but wrap this up, will you? I just don't have the stamina anymore. She's the culprit, the only possible culprit. Just accept that already. How much more evidence did you want to load her down with, for goodness sake? Load her down with? Yet another interesting phrase. One that makes it sound like the items Kay was carrying might have been foisted upon her. Was planted on her. Impressive. You really do pay attention, do you? Don't you? It's no wonder they used to call you a prodigy. Imagine arguing with Edgeworth if you're in a relationship with him. Holy shit. He will not let anything go. I think you know the answer to your own question by now. Poor Phoenix Wright, yeah. Why don't you just go ahead? I mean, Phoenix Wright can stand his own ground, though. Why don't you just go ahead and say it? I want to hear it from you. I wouldn't bother. We just have to go anything for you, princess. Anytime he makes a fuss, that's what he deserves. What a good boy! Finally, time to shed light on the truth. All that's left is to play one last move. Kay is innocent. No, my boy, that's just clumsy. Anyone can blurt out a baseless assertion like that, even a Grace superstar prosecutor. Phoenix would just mention the Steel Samurai. Phoenix would just get him more Steel Samurai merch and then he's fine. Except I know it wasn't her, because you literally said she was framed. The true culprit set it all up so she would take the fall instead. That is my answer, and I won't let you deny it any longer. Oh, finally. Oh my god. Oh! His beard caught fire. Oh, damn. It almost blew up his face. Oh. My, you really are a sharp one. It's a bit of a shame you chose to hand in your badge. I admit it, you're right on all accounts. Huh? And that's checkmate. He's just gonna admit it? You knew Kay wasn't the real murderer, and yet you still had her arrested. What's worse, you thought you could get away with it. Well, you won't, not if I can help it. There you go with that naivety again, my boy. I guess that was always your problem. With the girl arrested and a conviction secured, this whole mess goes away and that's what will happen. But whose interest does a conclusion like that serve? The committee's, I suppose. And mine. You know, listening to you just now, well, it really got the tears flowing, I have to say. It was poignant and heartfelt and sincere and utterly infuriating. Look, I'm not perfect, I know that, but your lack of sophistication in these matters is beyond the pale. You insist that the truth is more important than anything else. Would you say the same if you knew what the real value of the truth is? What are you trying to say? When you get to my level, you don't uncover the truth, you make it, little by little. Kay Faraday? Murderer, that's the truth I created. Oh my god. It's one karma all over again. Oh my god. Yes, my boy, that's what I like to see. So sincere, sometimes it's painful. It just makes me want to put you in your place. I'll fucking put you in your place, old fucking man. I'll snap your neck. Knowing the real truth will get you nowhere, because that's how much is worth nothing. Shocking, I know. But why not go after the real killer? How much do you even know about what really happened? You're still not getting it. That's your truth. And it is worthless. Mine is all that matters. You understand what I'm saying, don't you, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor? I have all the power here. Curse you. Well, aren't you menacing? You and your little friend are just as bad as each other. Violent criminals who deserve to be locked up. You'll pay for this. And with that, yet another person disappears from my life. Oh, it just makes me want to cry and cry and cry. I want to kill him so much! I've never wanted to kill someone this bad. I'm not planning to disappear just yet, Chairman Wiener. There's still the hearing later today. Just you wait, one way or another, I'll prove Kay's innocent to the world then. Somebody has to have heard that conversation, please. Who the hell are these people? She's so out of place! Wait, you can't even see her! Hang on. hang on. No, you have to see what Gavel looks like. She looks like she looks so out of place. Wow, I wonder who the main character is. Okay. Spot the main character, yeah. Okay. 10 members, over a majority, are present. I hereby call this hearing to order. Oh right, the missing person was the victim, like, because she was also on the committee. We are gathered here today to access the professional competency of Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Here inside of the goddess, we do solemnly swear to pass fair and frank judgment. Fucking goddess in the sky fuming. Like, oh my god, these people fucking using my name to commit crimes. Fair and frank don't make me laugh. Verity, if you would be so kind as to summarize the case against Mr. Edgeworth. On April 5th, despite having been advised of the legality of an investigation he was conducting, the accuser refused to detest and eventually had to be detained by myself and Chairman Wiener. His actions compromised the investigation into the murder of a certain defense attorney, and despite having been presented with copious evidence of her guilt, he continues to insist that the suspect, 1K Faraday, is innocent of all charges. Perhaps you could explain the details of the murder to us as well. Of course, on the morning of the 5th, the body of the victim was found here in the committee chamber. Further explanation will be provided by me, Eustace Winner, Premier Prosecutor. The floor is yours, Mr. Wiener. No, they didn't play the goofy-ass music for him. Oh, man. The goddess is about to smash him with her giant hammer. The murder itself happened late on the night of the 4th. The victim was Miss Rosie Ringer. This is so creepy. Okay. None of these people look familiar. This could be the killer, but I don't know. Freaking pull this fucking mascot. The same night, an illicit auction was being held here in this very room. Ringer took part in that auction, I think. Yeah. Meaning that the murder took place sometime during the auction. When she was found, Ringer was dressed in an outfit that matched the description of the auctioneers. However, due to the fact that the auction carried on after the murder had occurred, I deduced that Ringer was not in fact the auction. You deduced? Excuse me, Yo, you know what? I'm moving on from this. There's more things to be pissed about. You deduced nothing of the sort. And what about the basis on which the suspect was detained, Mr. Wiener? Yeah, I got this. So Faraday was overcome by crushing remorse, Eustace. Yeah, that. Tons of crushing remorse, so she confessed. According to her confession, she was on the roof of this building when she encountered a person in a red raincoat on the viewing platform. And that person was Miss Ringer, I take it. Precisely, Mr. Chairman. The killer dressed the victim in the auctioneer's outfit after— No, she got stabbed in that outfit! How could they miss a detail like this that I certainly missed the first time around? But at the time when she was killed, Miss Ringer was wearing a red raincoat. Who won the race to find that raincoat nearby? Me, that's who. Did you? I thought it was somebody from forensics. Strictly speaking, it was found by one of the forensic investigators under Mr. Wiener's command. I knew it! The blood analysis on the coat showed that it was indeed Miss Ringer who had worn it. And the suspect's confession was the final nail in the coffin. She confirmed having committed the murder. So, as you can see, Kay Faraday was the killer. There's no way anybody else could have done it. Alright, Miles. Expect you have some objections. Let's get them out of the way, shall we? I have no objections, Chairman Wiener. Objection! Oh! No objection to the matter of my unauthorized investigation, that is. He said psych! He's so dramatic! But in the matter of Miss Faraday's supposed guilt, I have plenty. I can personally attest to the fact that Mr. Wiener's investigation was fair and impartial. Of course it was. When it comes to carefully conducted ops, I'm the winner every time. You know, Miles, it's within my power to offer you a plea deal of sorts. If, and this is purely hypothetical, of course you were to withdraw your objection. You might wake up tomorrow to find yourself the proud owner of a seat on this committee. Who the hell wants to be on your dumbass committee? Oh my god. Who the you think? Oh my. Oh, I need to drink some water. Oh, he's pissing me off so much. Ugh. So I ask you again, do you have any objections, Mr. Edgeworth? If you think you can buy my silence, think again. You will watch your mouth. Only if the chairman watches his ugly mouth. I didn't come here to talk about the committee seats. I came here to talk about the murder case. I demand a statement under oath, and I won't rest until I have one. I fucking love how Edgeworth is like, I don't care about my job. I just need a free K. I love him so much. I want to know exactly what the committee's view on the incident is. You want to put us on trial, my boy? Well, if it will make you happy. Verity, please provide Mr. Edgeworth with the materials pertaining to the case. Really? But sir, this will be his last hurrah, so let's humor him with the send-offs he desires. If you say so, Mr. Chairman. Oh my god, all my evidence! Yes! Well, they done goofed. Why would they give me all this important information? They done goofed. You have no objection to Verity representing the committee, I assume? None whatsoever. Yeah, I'd rather argue with her than you. But Mr. Edgeworth, don't worry, Kay. Everything will be fine, you'll see. God, Edgeworth is... He's so cool. He's so cool. No wonder Phoenix Wright fell in love with him. Here we go. Okay, Miss Ringer attended the auction as a potential buyer. The red raincoat was one of the items up for sale. It's like giving assassins weapons. Exactly. So our assumption is that after winning... Wait, did she say the red raincoat was one of the auction items? Okay. Because it's the same red raincoat from the first case. Oh, I see. It was also evidence. So our assumption is that after winning and paying for it, she left the auction with her purchase. The only exit from the storeroom was, of course, the hatch leading up onto the roof. After she emerged onto the viewing platform, that's when Miss Ringer was attacked by Miss Faraday. Shortly thereafter, her flame went out, and thus concludes the committee's view of the case. The raincoat was on offer that night. Is that really true? We believe so, yes. You remember the failed assassination attempt on the president of Zhengfa, I assume? Yeah, failed assassination. Yeah, quote-unquote, failed assassination attempt, sure. The raincoat is a piece of evidence from that case. It should, of course, have remained safely under lock and key in the appropriate facility, but our inquiries revealed that it did in fact go missing under mysterious mysterious circumstances. And wound up in the auction along with everything else. That makes sense, I suppose. Wonderful work, Verity. Just wonderful. Crystal clear as ever. You flatter me. Stop kissing his ugly ass. You're so much better than this. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, perhaps you could save us some time and simply admit defeat. I'll do no such thing. Thank you very much. Very well. It's good to know that you still have some fight in you. It is. Why? come to think of it, she said some strange things when she visited. Oh my god, I think she's trying to help us right now. I think she's trying to help us. Hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know why I still believe in her. What exactly is she up to? Okay. Ooh, alright, let's press on everything.
Hold it.
She knows, yeah, there's a chance she knows something's up, but I think she probably doesn't know what she herself can do about it, so she's trying to help us so we can do something about it, or you know, I don't know. In other words, a member of the committee was actively involved in the legal evidence trade. It is unfortunate, I don't know what else to say. And of course we'll be looking into any such activities just as soon as this hearing is over and done with. I'll commend your decision to pursue the matter further, Mr. Chairman. Oh, don't be silly, Verity. At least it's the least we can do, really. Not that it's any more of your business, Miles. Not anymore. If only you had remained a prosecutor, but you didn't. Can you stop jumping in? This is an argument between me and her. Now we're quite done making old man cry over this whole stat affair. Very well, allowing me to continue. Oops.
Hold it.
So Renko really was one of the auction lots. That's correct. I believe it originally belonged to a Mr. Shelley the Killer. Considering its status as a piece of evidence, it's the only logical conclusion. It's from when he made his attempt on the president's life. There was an unexplained mannequin standing. Oh, that's what. Okay, Renko was on a mannequin. Okay. It would have all been used to display the coat prior to the auction. Do we know how the items were being smuggled in? That is still under investigation and is entirely unrelated to the matter at hand, especially considering that you will soon officially be a prosecutor no longer, Mr. Edgeworth. Sounds like the outcome of this hearing is a foregone conclusion, no surprises there. My personal circumstances aren't important right now, please continue. As I was saying... Okay.
Hold it.
Why did she leave so soon after making her purchase? Because of the auction house rules, winning bidders are expected to pay for their items immediately. Miss Hart told us pretty much the same thing. Miss Ringer, having paid for the raincoat, probably left immediately afterwards in accordance with the rules. Uh-huh.
Hold it.
Miss Ringer was a member of the committee. Could she not have left the committee chamber via the main door? Well, the auction was still underway. That would risk exposing its existence to those outside the trusted circle of attendees. Given that Miss Hart found out about it, I think its existence is already well and exposed. The rules of the auction say that the attendees were to enter and leave via the hatch in the roof. Miss Ringer had no reason not to follow those rules. And given where the murder took place, we know that she must have done so.
Hold it.
But why? What possible motive could Kay have had? That is exactly what we were hoping to establish in our upcoming interviews with Miss Faraday. Coercive interrogation after the fact, something you seem to specialize in. If the murderer knew that the attendees would all be leaving via the hatch, then the roof would have been the perfect place to lie in wait. So as I was saying, after she emerged onto the viewing platform, that's when Miss Ringer was attacked. Okay, I don't know where to get her.
Hold it.
Her flame went out. Flame of her life, Mr. Edgeworth. Though perhaps her flame was stolen from her is more apt.
Objection.
But the candelabrum that extinguished her life was one of the auction lots, meaning Kay had no way of getting a hold of it to begin with. Miss Faraday could not have lain in wait for the victim without knowing the storm's existence. She could easily have snuck down the ladder and stolen what the auction was on. Oh, then returned outside to kill her? None of this makes any sense, and you know it, Gavel. If only we knew where the candle holder was during the auction. That would surely clear the matter up, no? Well, either of you? Sadly, we don't have anything that could tell us much on that front at the moment. Give me, sir, there's something we are hoping to establish through further investigation. Well, isn't that a shame, Miles? Seems this line of inquiry is something of a dead end then, isn't it? So the theory is that the victim and her killer met on the roof and that's where the murder took place. In other words, it assumes the viewing platform was the scene of the crime. We know it's not the scene of the crime, there's no blood there! Is that really the case? Thought I had evidence that clearly shows the story of what happened that night. Time to double check. We do have evidence. So this is where she's implying that's where the crime took place. Let's see. Secret elevator. Is it this one or is it this one? I think it's this one, right? 'Cause the blood. But it doesn't say it doesn't say that means that's where the crime scene was. Oh, but it does say he was attacked on the viewing platform, but we know she was attacked here, so I think this is where it happened. Okay, I'm gonna present the elevator blood.
Objection!
That was incorrect. Oh no! No! Already fumbling. Already fumbling. It isn't a picture?
Objection!
Oh my god, it's a fucking picture. You know what? Like, I think my thinking would make sense, you know? It was either one of the two. I wasn't on the wrong path.
Objection!
There you go. Maybe you can clear something up for me, Judge Gavel. But what is Miss Hart doing here at this hearing? She's an eyewitness. I thought it would be obvious. Well, now, I ain't really an eyewitness. More of an ear witness, I guess. She's not exactly the most confidence-inspiring choice to help you make your case, is she? I like to think I choose my allies a little more carefully than you, Mr. Edgeworth. Then you should question them more thoroughly, because there's something she hasn't told you. Take a look at this. It's a photo taken by Miss Hart. Yes, in the storeroom, correct. What of it? According to your theory, the murder occurred up on the roof. But according to Miss Hart's testimony, she had happened to witness the entire incident unfold in the storeroom. Just before she took this picture. Well, wait, you're saying Gavel got it? Wrong. That's exactly what I'm saying. What? Miss Hart, if I may confirm your account of the events you've witnessed that night, you saw the person in the picture, correct? I sure did, clear as day and with my own 2 eyes to boot. And what were your impressions on that point? My impressions? This right here is a scoop of the century, something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. I was hoping more for your impressions of the person in question. Oh, well, that there's a walking meal ticket? Seriously? Yeah, just my little joke. Don't even look at me like they done sat on your lunch. Old red raincoat, right? Why, I took one look and I thought that's our perp right there. And therein lies the Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, when will you learn to use your words? As an explanation of the facts that you acquire, you need only ask, you know. What do you mean? I assume you're about to raise the issue of the voices Miss Hart heard, voices that may be unrelated.
Objection!
Unrelated? You can do better than that. Okay, hang on. Why is nobody mentioning the fact that clearly there's blood on this person's hand? Why is nobody talking about this? They just not see? They colorblind? That's clearly just Jews. I mean... was one of the voices behind really even Miss Ringers? You're kidding me, right? Them folks was talking crime-related turkey. Or my name ain't Lotta Dang Hart. But did you hear them clearly? Well, can't rightly say for sure, but I can't rightly say nothing, and you know it. That we're using voice changers. I done told you that. Precisely. Miss Hart heard voices, but the voices were disguised, which means we cannot even be certain that whatever she did over here had anything to do with the murder. Oh, the scream had nothing to do with the murder? Okay. You don't need to yell objection in order to sigh at me, Mr. Edgeworth. I think he does. He's just that dramatic. It seems I overestimated you, Judge Gavel. Nonsense. Vary's the best of us, my boy. The very best. And yet she believes that what Miss Hart heard might not have had anything to do with the murder. Even supposing that that's the case, it doesn't prove the murder didn't happen in the storeroom. The incident happened before the victim was able to go up the roof. That much we can say for certain. And I can tell you why. Oh my god, now he's gonna point out the bloody hand. Also, didn't we find blood on the ladders too?
Take that!
We initially thought that the person in a red raincoat was the culprit. Yes, because Miss Hart said as much. Indeed, she told us about the blood she saw on this person's hand, and I doubt many people would have thought differently given her testimony. Ergo, if this person is the killer, then the blood we see would be from when they attacked the victim. But knowing what we know now, that this person is in fact the victim, it recontextualizes everything. The presence of the blood still shows that the picture was taken right after the attack, but now it tells us something very important about the victim too. Victim... They struck the killer back? Is that what it is? I don't know. Couldn't have survived the attack, probably not. Right? She didn't survive the attack? Doesn't say she died immediately. I think she struck the killer back. The victim must have struck the killer. She must have struck them hard enough to draw blood, thus the blood on her hand. Mr. Edgeworth, all the blood in the scene was shown to have been from the victims, which means your theory holds no water whatsoever. Oh, no, so she did survive! What? She lived a stab wound? 3 stab wounds? I guess I did question that, like this doesn't look deep and deep enough to like kill immediately, you know? I did wonder about that. I didn't think it was relevant. No doubt you can't survive a stab wound. I mean, I guess you could. There's no doubt in my mind that the victim was attacked in a storeroom, but here we have photographic evidence for standing upright and alive, albeit with a bloody hand. This can only mean that Miss Ringer survived the attack. The blood on her hand is from the wounds she had sustained. What are you talking about? Who dies from a hand wound? Oh, Houston! Oh, you're such a good boy. He's doing his best. The wound wasn't on her hand, Mr. Wiener. I imagine she had used her hand to try and staunch a wound. That's right. While it's impossible to tell from this angle, the victim was already mortally wounded here. Oh, well, that certainly would change things, wouldn't it? Very much would, not at least by making it absurd to suggest that Kay was the attacker. Her encounter with the victim happened after this picture had taken. After the victim had already been attacked and was in critical condition. I put it to you that all Kay witnessed was the victim finally succumbing to her wounds. Okay. That would have been quite the coincidence. It's a textbook case of wrong place, wrong time, I'd say. You seem to be forgetting a rather important fact, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, that or pretending to not remember it. What? What fact am I forgetting? I think it's time to wrap things up, don't you, Verity? Put the boy out of his misery. Dad, Gavel works for me! Why do you keep giving her orders? That's my job! You really are a total and utter embarrassment. I'm not! Nuh-uh! Hate to break it to you, but you both are. Go to it, Gavel. Put Edgeworth out of his misery. As you wish. What am I forgetting? Miss Ringer's body was found with 3 wounds in its chest. We all know what those wounds are from, don't we? That's right, they're from when she was stabbed in the chest by a 3-armed candelabrum. What if they're gonna update the autopsy report and be like, ha, loser! She died instantly, blah 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 blah. I doubt anybody could survive such grave wounds. If you care to read the coroner's report, I'm sure you would change your tune. Nicely done, Gavel. Now Edgeworth will have to make several objections. Yes, I'm afraid I will. Wait, I actually didn't read this. Cause of death. Burn mark. It doesn't say she died immediately. What? Why? Weren't you listening? Weren't you listening? Oh, I was listening very carefully, in fact. Hence my objections. Come on, why do you always have to undermine me? That's never at my attention, I assure you. It isn't? Oh, he's so easy. Oh, because you do it so well to yourself every single time already. Of course it isn't. Yeah, I knew that. Because I'm... Please, you sis, just stop, for goodness sake. You've already embarrassed me enough. Let him speak! Let him yap! What do you mean, Dad?
Hold it!
3 wounds. That can have been pleasant. Yes. Which is why we must see that the perpetrator of this cruel act pays for their sins. Don't listen to her, Kay. She's just trying to scare you. Please continue on, Judge Gavelle. Very well. All I was saying is there were 3 wounds. Shut your mouth, fake-ass Sasquatch. We all know what those wounds are from, don't we? I mean, we do, yeah. But I'm just gonna press just for safety measures. I do, but perhaps we should ask Mr. Wiener. He does, I'm sure, don't you, Eustace? Oh, who, me? Oh, you bet I do. I know this case inside out. Who does he think he's fooling? Eustace, my boy, make an old man happy and at least glance at the coroner's report, would you? Sure, let's see. Yada yada, 3 puncture wounds, blah blah, candle holder. No way, that's what they used? Crazy. Bro. Oh my god. He's just a silly guy. Precisely. The wounds were inflicted just as Eustace says. Bro just found out what the murder weapon was. Oh my god.
Hold it!
And you're sure the stabs to the chest were the cause of death. There's no doubt about that. None of the spikes of the candelabrum even pierced the victim's heart. And unless you mean to call Dr. Hurt's professional opinion into question, we can only treat that as fact. Oh, sorry. Something fell to the floor. Oh, it's a piece of paper. Okay. Somebody take this shout out for ice cream. Yeah. He doesn't belong here. He needs to go play some video games or something. Unless you mean to call Dr. Hurt's professional opinion to question. Coroner's opinion is backing up my own winning ones. Now that's what I call a flawless victory. Well, I'm certainly not about to ignore the coroner's findings. Hey, what about my findings? You can't just ignore them. But if the cause of death really was the puncture wounds to the chest from the candelabra, that would seem to contradict one of the pieces of evidence we've gathered. It contradicts the fact that this is the victim seen after he's alive. So, this is not the victim. They said they found her fingerprints over this and assumed, but what's ruling out the fact that maybe the killer was wearing this and obviously not wearing gloves, but like, I don't know. I'm confused myself. Why do I think it's the killer? Why do I think it's the killer? Why do I think it's Shelly the killer? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me drink some water. Brain is braining. Brain is not braining. My brain is overwhelmed. As you wish, at the very least, I will ensure that he cannot ignore my own conclusions. Edgeworth brought up something sus about here.
Hold it!
Never said it was effective braining. The victim may not necessarily have died instantly. I think we can say that much at least. Perhaps, but she would surely not have lived for longer than a few moments either. So, there are people who could even survive even if you stab them in the chest. Sure, there might be, and there might not be too. So which is it? Trust me, there are not, and in case you're still tempted to believe there might be, Why do I stab you in the chest right now to test it, huh? Why do I stab Wiener Senior in the chest right now?
Hold it.
Cause of death is a set of 3 puncture wounds on the left side of the chest inflicted by a candle holder. Well done for reading, Mr. Edgeworth. That report forms the basis of my own conclusions. In other words, if I disprove what it says, I disprove your conclusions too. You have the strangest sense of humor, but I wouldn't mind seeing you try. However, before you do, I advise you to carefully read that report. After all, I'm not interested in your opinions, only in solidly grounded deductions. Very well, then you shall have my deductions. Mr. Edgeworth, don't worry, Kate. Everything will be alright. I need to find something to prove that the victim was still alive and breathing immediately after the attack. I don't know what to do here. She's saying to read it carefully. Oh, the head injury post-mortem. But that's after she died. Huh. Contradict. Causes was the puncture wounds to the chest from the candelabra. They contradict one of the pieces of evidence we've gathered. Okay. Which evidence contradicts the fact you were stabbed in the chest? Let's see. Can't be the picture again. Oh wait! It's the fact that there's no puncture wound on the rain jacket, right? Could that be it? I mean, I might as well try it.
Objection!
Oh my god, it's right. Chairman Wiener, you know what this is, correct? The red raincoat. That's right, isn't it, Verity? Yes, sir, the one Miss Ringer was wearing. I warned you, Mr. Ashworth, you will not be thanked for retreading old ground here. Well, I'm afraid I might have to I have to regardless. Now then, if you'll answer me this, Judge Gavel. You told us that the victim's bloodstains were found on the coat. But do you remember where exactly they were found? Of course, they were found on the hood and... Oh no! What's the matter, Verity? The hood and? Was blood found anywhere else on the raincoat? No, it was not. Doesn't that strike you as odd? The victim died of stab wounds to the chest. Wouldn't that lead to one to expect to find bloodstains in that area? And yet, there was only blood on the hood. That's a glaring contradiction if I ever saw one. Okay, well, different reasoning than I did, but it worked out. The head wound of the victim suffered wasn't just some incidental injury. It was inflicted before the stab wounds to her chest. Perhaps you're correct. Perhaps the victim did sustain the head injury first. As you said, if she had been stabbed first, there should be blood in the chest area of the raincoat. Was she knocked out and then stabbed? Therefore, Miss Ringer cannot have been stabbed before the head ring had been inflicted on her. But even if we concede this point, then the head injury came before the chest wound. What difference would they make? How does it change our understanding? Oh, it changes so much! It changes things a great deal. In fact, it raises even more fundamental contradiction. That is quite the bold claim, Mr. Edgeworth. I have to admit, you have me intrigued. Perhaps you show us this fundamental contradiction with some evidence. Demonstrate the order of the injuries received. The order? What? I don't know. Which piece of evidence best demonstrates the contradiction? The order? Okay. Is it not the raincoat? I feel saved. So the coroners said head injury sustained post-mortem, but which piece of evidence contradicts the fact that she could have? We just presented the rain toast. So is the picture again? Which piece of evidence best demonstrates the contradiction to order of the injuries revealed? We're gonna just have to try this, I guess. Best demonstrates. Wait. Oh. So it's saying by thinking that she got hit on the head first and then being stabbed, that raises a contradiction. And what is that contradiction? And I don't know what the contradiction is because I'm dumb. I'm stupid. Don't worry, we are too. What did she try? What are you trying to say, Edward? Please speak to me from beyond the game. Whisper to it and answer to me in my ears. I don't know. The blood? I mean, the box? Because blood was found in here. Well, I don't know if we're even considering the box right now. What did they say again? So Gavel was like, okay, then it makes sense that she was hit on the head first before being stabbed. And then she's like, but why does that matter? And Edra says, well, that brings up another contradiction. And then now we have to choose the evidence that will show us that contradiction. I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. It could be anything. There's so many contradictions floating out there. So if she was still alive after the head injury. Wait, what is she what was she saying before this? Is the coroner's report? I mean, I don't know. So the assumption is that she couldn't have so Gavel's assumption is that she couldn't have survived the stab room. So we're right in saying that she did die from the stab wound. Now that means this picture was before she was stabbed, right? It means this says the head wound was post-mortem. Yeah, I mean, but that's so obvious, right? Man, I can try it. Maybe it is just that obvious. Maybe I am overthinking stuff.
Take that.
Oh my god, is it right? Oh, it's just that obvious. This is Dr. Hurt's preliminary findings, according to which the victim suffered a head injury post-mortem. Game gaslighting him. Oh, fuck, I think I was just gaslighting myself. But the order suggests the bloodstains in the raincoat is exactly the opposite. Yes. Oh, so he's making the point. Okay, so I don't think the doctor was lying. I think surely it can't be that obvious. I don't think the doctor was lying. I think Edgeworth is making the point that the victim was not the one wearing the raincoat. Right? I don't know. Until she testified, this case cannot be brought to a close. Okay, she's calling the doctor here. We're gonna see the old lady again. Yes, Your Honor. I'll go fetch her at once. Unfortunately, Dr. Hurt's a very busy woman. I doubt she'll be able to come immediately. In the meantime, there's another important angle I would like to explore. Frankly, something has been bothering me about the person at the heart of this case. The so-called ringleader. Who exactly are they? Yeah, good point. We never looked into that, huh? Despite having been mentioned repeatedly in this hearing, we still don't know even the most basic facts that might help us uncover their identity. Great, more elderly people. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any thoughts on the matter? We've seen nothing that might serve as clear evidence of the auctioneer's identity as of yet, but there is someone involved in the case that I can name. I suspect that at the very least they might be able to point us in the right direction. And that's... Chairman Wiener. I demand that you testify as to what you know. Oh, Edgeworth is on his ass. Well, what? Who could have seen this coming? Are you crazy? Why would you accuse my dad? You would cast doubt on the integrity of the chairman of the committee. I cast doubt on the integrity of the entire committee. All these people sitting here. You understand the implications of such an act? I don't care who or what he is. We're talking about the truth here. A man who seems dead set on framing Kay at all costs. The mask, the corsage, ticket stub, and everything else, the items Kay was carrying when she was found, they were deliberately placed in her possession somehow by Chairman Wieners himself. A shocking accusation, and one I find hard to believe, but for the sake of completeness, I must ask, why would he do such a thing? To cast suspicion on Kay, of course. Why else? I even managed to get him to say something to that effect. Chairman Wiener, your rebuttal, please. I think the good chairman might be in shock due to his old age, so what if I did? Did you hear me, dear boy? I said, so what if I did? You say you got me to admit as much, but where is your proof? With no witnesses to speak of, your word alone is hardly enough to make an accusation. Oh my god, it's Among Us. Oh, ugh. Oh my god. Or do you mean to tell us that you have something more to base your outburst on? He still has the arrogance he showed back at the detention center, and yet... Mr. Edgeworth, I'm gonna have to ask you to explain yourself. If that's alright, Mr. Chairman. Not at all. I'll be very interested to hear this for myself. I'm intrigued to learn what Miles have gotten the idea that I'm some sort of criminal. I mean, your face just looks like a criminal. Because you'll never find a more fine and upstanding citizen than my... okay, what a lie. There's a lot of nerve acting all innocent like that. There's probably video cameras in the jail cell that caught all of that, right? She absolutely knows something is up. Absolutely. Very well, let's start at the very beginning. The fact that the auction took place right here in this hollow trial chamber is a point of suspicion. A location that should, by rights, only be accessible to the members of the committee. Yeah, they all have keycards to the room after all. Furthermore, these auctions seem to be held on a somewhat regular basis, and for that to be possible, there can only be one winning explanation. That's right, Mr. Wiener. That the auction is a member of the committee. What? No! What on earth is wrong now? What is he doing? It's nothing. His head is not here. His brain is somewhere else. Where's his brain? Game, where's his brain? What do I do, Bad Dad? I played right into his hand. Oh, you did indeed, you utter nitwit. But Miles, my boy, you do realize that you've cast quite the wide net with your explanation. In his okay. That's true, there are 11 members of the committee altogether, 10 given Miss Ringer's unfortunate passing, 10 potential suspects in total. Well, it certainly isn't me. Yeah, none of these people could have done it because they don't look like the main character. And it's definitely not her, so it has to be you. It can't be the chairman, can it? Whoever it is, speak up right now. Calm down, all of you, please. Well, Miles? Is that all the proof you've got against me? You're very quiet all of a sudden. But it's too late to back out now. You accuse the former chief prosecutor and current committee chairman of a crime. Why are you surprised? You literally just did that. I would tell you to prepare for the worst. But there's no preparing for what you're about to face. Oh my god. Can we just skip the arguing? I just want to fight him. I just want to fucking knock his fucking stupid ass teeth out. You've been forcing us to argue over every little detail for a while now. Where the murder happened, the order of the victim's injuries, some other things I hardly even remember. But you needn't have bothered, my boy, because it is all irrelevant in the end. Think about it. The suspect herself has already said she did it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Her sentence will be lighter for it, so rejoice. Yeah, chat, help me hold him down. I'm gonna go ham on his face. And by that, with my fists. And there you have it. Feel free to pick holes in it as you see fit. Just stub his toe. That's not enough pain, okay? I need to strangle him. I need to strangle him. Oh my god. Where are these violent tendencies coming from? How can I when that was barely a testimony to begin with? I mean to restrain him. That man, he's a very powerful person, isn't he? It's the lack of oh, right. I haven't been able to get out my violent tendencies through Splatoon lately. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. Please, just let it go. I did it. I'm the murderer. I even remember doing it. No, you don't. You just remember seeing the body. Shut the hell up, Kay. I'm trying to help you here. You saw a flash of something half-remembered, Kay. Nothing more. If you must believe in something. Believe me when I say you should believe in your own innocence instead. Believe me, the me that believes in you, Kay. Did that make sense? But I'm against the head of the committee here. This isn't going to be easy. But he seems to think he's already won. Perhaps I can use that against him.
Hold it!
Even if the broad strokes are correct, it doesn't make something true. Oh, don't be such a stick in the mud. I'd say the bigger picture is more than enough here. After all, every case has little inconsistencies and contradictions. If we let ourselves get bogged down in every single one, we'd never make any arrests. I make any arrests because you guys barely do anything to find the actual killers. You ever think about that? Huh? And once we did, the trials would drag on forever. Even you understand that, right? Not in the slightest, hence my inquiry into the details. Oh, to be so young and pig-headed. Anyways, you keep digging into these little details.
Hold it.
I seem to recall the ringleader's identity in the faulty coroner's report being critical points of contention. Yes, I was listening, my boy, but critical is a matter of opinion. Wait, you know what? Maybe now I don't trust the old lady, because what if she and him are, you know, tight, you know? You know? How does she look older than him when she's 8 years younger? What if she's working for him and she falsified the report on his orders or whatever? I don't know. I can't trust anybody now. How can you possibly suggest that such fundamental issues are not important? Perhaps it is your ability to make sound judgments that should be on trial here today. Oh, bravo, my young hothead. Wonderfully cutting stuff. You do like to try, though, don't you? Okay. That statement is bust. No, wait, any of what we discussed today is irrelevant, not unless you tend to bury the truth. But none of it is relevant, dear boy. The only reason you keep trying to make it relevant is because otherwise you're up a creek without a paddle. I think you're irrelevant.
Hold it.
Just because she confessed to something doesn't make it the truth. Kay is suffering from amnesia, so any statement she makes should be taken with the least agreement. And also, we literally just finished a case where the guy confessed to something that he didn't do just so he could end his fucking suffering, you know?
Objection.
Even so, it doesn't exactly solve anything for us, does it, dear boy? And it would be nonsensical to dismiss her confession outright. I tell you what, why don't we ask her one last time? Though I'm sure she'll just say she did it again. Fine, let's do it. Let's ask her again. We'll see if she really believes herself to be the culprit. Huh? You mean me? Is this really what you want, Mr. Edgeworth? If this goes badly, it could significantly weaken your position. I know, but there's no other way. I only request that I be the one to question her. You really know how to tug at an old man's heartstrings, you know? But fine, ask away. On one condition. If this turns out to be a waste of time, that's it. We'll call the proceedings to an end then and there. Agreed? Call the proceedings to an end? You mean the hearing? Yes, dear boy, that's right. Perhaps you aren't a complete muddlehead after all. Now, just so we're clear, if we ask again and all that happens is the girl confirms her guilt, she is officially declared guilty on the spot. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. If I do say... There's no way you can legally do that without a trial. What the f... Oh my god. That's it? You just declare her guilty just like that? That's the gist of it. It's a big risk, but he's going to find a way to condemn her either way if we don't do something. Okay. Yes. I know it's a lot to ask, but I need you to think. Do you remember anything else about what happened on the day of the murder? Anything that might help us prove your innocence? Why? Why are you still fighting it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's no use. I can't be of help to you. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to try to remember anymore. What if I remember something even worse? And if I did, I'd just be making more trouble for you. Oh my god, you always make trouble for me. I don't even care, Kay. Please, just accept it. The Kay you thought you knew is a dangerous criminal. A criminal who let you down and betrayed your trust. Don't worry, Kay. You have nothing to be afraid of. I may not have known you for very long, but I know you well enough. And right now, I'd say I know you better than you know yourself. You would never commit a murder. You could never, because this is who you really are. Is it the fucking... Did you give her the pin? Yeah. Because we don't have the notebook.
Take that!
You're the great thief Yatagarasu, a noble outlaw who never stooped so low as to kill. I can't do it, I'm sorry! Because all I can see is the one memory that's returned. I have to face it,
Hold it!
No, the only evidence of your guilt is the confession they forced out of you. As I said earlier, you have to believe that you're better than that. Or are you saying you don't believe a word of I've been telling you? No, it's not that. You're trying so hard to help me, and you're risking so much for me. You've known her since she was a little— Oh, that's right! You just caused so much trouble for Edgeworth, and he doesn't mind a single bit. Kay, believe in yourself, please. It's too much. You have to stop. I'm begging you. So that's what's going on. I thought it was strange, but now I see. The reason you're allowing yourself to be railroaded into accepting your fate is because of me, isn't it? Which is exactly what the Kay I know would have done. You're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm not. And I don't plan on becoming one anytime soon. Edgeworth's like, yeah, no. I'm rude as hell. Because despite all your wishes to the contrary, I'm still trying to help you. So you see, I've merely been servicing my own ego regardless of what I put you through. No, that's not true! He's just being a tsundere! No! Edgeworth! Now, let's try this again. See the good in yourself, Kay? Remember the noble thief you truly are. That memory of you committing the murder, you need to question it with all you have. It's all I ask, so please, do it for me. Oh! Hey! What's wrong? Do you remember something? Oh, it'd be like some cliche movie plot if she did. Can you shut the hell— now's not the time. A cow? What? Huh? A cow? Mr. Edgeworth, if you could perhaps ask her for a few more details. Well, okay, what can you tell us about this cow? Oh! Wasn't there a cow? Wasn't there a cow on top of the cotton candy stand? What can you tell us about this cow? I remember now. The person in red raincoat she had in her hand. Oh! Wait a second. It didn't even occur to me that this is a cow. I thought this was some little demon creature or something. Oh my god, okay, a stuffed cow, I can see it so clearly now. Are you sure, Miss Faraday? Are you absolutely certain? Yes, I'm sure. Then this court acknowledges the defendant's latest statements as new testimony.
Objection.
Have you lost your mind, Verity? We can't accept testimony like this. Verity, fight back! Girl, fight back! With all due respect, Mr. Chairman, information is pertaining to the victim and her possession is new and highly relevant evidence.
Objection.
Need I remind you of the adult state of her memory? No, this simply won't do. Oh, and you had no problem saying she accepting her confession when you knew, like, oh my god, pissing me off, pissing me the fuck off. Oh my god, my blood pressure. Adult, but if we claim her memory is unreliable now, then our own argument is weakened, sir. You said yourself only a few minutes ago that thanks to the suspect's confession, we need not worry ourselves over the finer details. Did you not? Were we to call the validity of her memories into question, then we must also call into question the confession on which our entire argument is based. Oh my god! She's pulling through. Is that really the most advisable course of action? Yes, you're right. Proceed as you see fit, then. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We're still in the game, but only by the skin of our teeth. Only thanks to Judge Gavel's intervention. It's almost as if she was on our side for a second. Oh, she's saying the truth! She's saying the light! Oh my god. I could never hate hot women. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, the stuffed animal. I believe the cow in question is the thing here, Your Honor. We found it in the storeroom and believe it is yet another auction lot. Wait, that's... You know something, Gavel? No, it's just not what I imagined. I suppose it is a rather odd thing for the victim to have been carrying. I think everything I said about her, she is wife. Should look over it carefully. Oh, that's a flower petal. I was about to say he has a bald spot. Oh. The left horn is missing. This hole. It looks like that's where the horn would have gone. That doesn't look like stuffing in there. So what is it? Let's take a look at the rest of the toy, see what else we can find. Oh, does it have a hidden compartment? There's a cherry blossom petal caught up in the fur here. Wait a second. If the victim was holding it, then how did it end up back in the storeroom? Huh. Huh. There's a cherry blossom petal caught in the fur here. There were petals on the raincoat too, and a cherry tree in blue moth on the viewing platform. It would definitely appear that this was taken outside at some point. What did the victim want with this thing? Curiouser and I know. The right horn seems intact, but I can't say it's doing much for the overall symmetry of this stuffed toy. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, it moves. It does. It sounds like sand being crushed. Seems there's a recording device hidden inside. Oh. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Nothing to say for yourself. I've waited so long for this day, and now I'll finally have my revenge. Oh! Could this be the moment of the murder? And someone made a recording of it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Or they had a prominent burn. Oh, we know who that is. That's the victim. Hey, that's them right there. Them's the voices I heard. Sure as eggs is eggs. Fortunately, we have no way of verifying when these voices were recorded. It's possible they have nothing to do with the murder. If only there was some accompanying video footage. You got bugs in your ears or something, lady? I done told you them's the voices I heard. We already know the victim was holding that thing, right? So it's gotta be from when she got. Yes, it is a possibility, but a weak one without more than your word to back it up. We need something more, something credible. We need? Yet again, she seems to be stepping in to help. Judge Gavel, I think we all know the voices are from the moment of the murder. Consider for a moment the words we heard one of the speakers say. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. I believe we have something that could explain what these words are referring to and how it's all related. Is it the burn?
Take that!
The coroner's preliminary findings, how did they prove anything? Oh my god, I should say, it's been so long. Indeed, what on this page shows that the voices must be from the time of the murder. Thank god I saved. Burn mark.
Take that!
Think again on the words we heard. This part in particular sticks out in my mind. You can't hide that burn from me. The victim had a prominent burn mark on the back of her hand. And what of it? According to Kay's testimony, the victim was carrying the stuffed cow toy, and a burn mark, an identifying mark unique to the victim, was mentioned in the recording it captured. It's just a coincidence. Stuff like that happens all the time, right? How many people do you know have burn marks, Eustace? I'm not so sure that it does, especially not in this case. The court accepts that the recording may be from the time of the murder, in which case one of the two voices must belong to the real culprit. And based on the content of the conversation, it seems like that it's the one we hear the most. That still doesn't tell us anything about the killer's true identity, or even if they're male or female. Due to the voice changes, correct. Unfortunate, but unavoidable. One thing, however, has become clear. We are now able to say that the voices Miss Hart heard were those of Miss Ringer and her killer. Just like I done told you they was. We can say something else now, too. Then let's hear it. That is, if you don't mind, Chairman. Do as you wish. According to Miss Hart, just before the murder occurred, two people came up to the storeroom from the committee chamber on the elevator. The ringleader and one of the auction attendees. It seems that this was the point at which money exchanged hands. The murder happened immediately afterwards, and the auction carried on after that. All of which points to one key fact. What else does this latest revelation tell us? The ringleader was a killer. Duh! Since the ringleader was the auction's sole auctioneer, then it follows that they cannot be the victim. Hey, Gavel. Not right now, Eustace. There's a good boy. Oh. Did she call us a good boy? I mean... And if they weren't the victim, then they can only have been the killer!
Overruled.
A compelling argument, but hardly conclusive. I'm fully aware of that, Your Honor. I was merely warming up for the main event. Oh, he's irritated. There were certain traces left on the scene that seemed to suggest that the ringleader was the killer. Then please hurry up and show us. Oh, hang on, she's gonna ask for evidence. Hang on. What is something that was placed on the scene that points to the ringleader as having been the killer? Placed on the scene. This? Is it this? The pool of blood? No idea. I mean, at least I saved, so like, I can't be wrong, right? It's either it's not the appearance. I think it's the pool of blood. Because it's trying to hide the existence of the storeroom. Or is the murder weapon. Something that was placed on a scene that points to the ringleader having... Certain traces left on the scene that seem to fit the wing. Okay, certain traces. I think it's this. I think it's the blood.
Take that!
Oh my god, it was. Okay. The killer deliberately left a large pool of blood at the foot of the goddess justice statue. It was due to that blood that we originally thought the murder had happened in this chamber. But it was simply a ruse designed to cover up the blood that had dripped down from the storeroom. In order to conceal the existence of the underground auction, correct? Correct. If the culprit had nothing to do with the auction, they would have had no reason to cover up that blood. Which further supports the theory that the ringleader and the killer were one and the same. And as to the identity of the ringleader, do you have anyone you like to name? Oh, she knows, she knows. The auction is always held in this committee chamber with its storeroom located just overhead. So at the very least, we know the murderous ringleader has some connection to the committee. We all wonder who we're gonna name. Yes. And you suspect me, correct? As the committee's most powerful member, that should hardly come as a surprise, right? Oh, you're a fine prosecutor, that much I'll give you. But as I think I may have mentioned already, you're also hopelessly naive. You've got nothing, dear boy, have you? No evidence whatsoever. Unless you got something to share after all. Oh, true, we don't really have any evidence that points to him. We just know that it's him. Do I have any evidence to show that Chairman Wiener is the murderer? I don't know if we do. I don't know if we do have any evidence that shows he's the murderer. I think we have to say we don't. Because we don't have evidence, right? I don't think we do. It was Chairman Winner himself who brought up the fact that I suspected him, and he seemed confident right from the get-go that he's untouchable. Which means he knows I have nothing. Yeah, we don't have anything. Oh, well, Miles, my boy, time to play the piper. I've always wanted to say that. Verity, he's all yours. Oh! Wait. I just remember something. Oh! Huh? Do you have amnesia too? Eustace, oh my god. Nah, it just done came to me. Flash of inspiration. You know how it is. Verity, very well. Say your piece.
Objection.
What are you doing, Verity? Mr. Edgeworth has made it clear that he won't give up until every last lick of hope has been extinguished. So extinguish we must, lest he try to drag us through this excruciating process again in the future. Yeah, what she said. I don't quite get it, but it sounded pretty cool. Oh my god, Eustace. Oh, you sweet child. You sweet clueless child. Don't worry, Dad. I'll help Gavel bring this to a winning finish. We'll show them how wrong they are. Yeah. He's doing his best. Fine, let's hear what the witness has to say. You heard the chairman, Miss Hart, if you would be so kind. Well, alright then. Here goes nothing. Facts, Miss Hart, and nothing but the facts, please. Don't you worry your pretty little head on that front. I'm a journalist. Truth's my middle name. Color me officially worried. So the ringleader's the killer, right? Which makes the victim one of them auction goers. Thing is, that don't add up. I counted 11 people coming down the hatch, see? Then the murder happened, and then the auction started back up again. Now, I had me a look back downstairs right after that. No. And wouldn't you know it, there were 11 little duckies all lined up in the row again. You couldn't have mentioned this earlier? Excuse me? How? And you're sure of this, Miss Hart? Sure as can be, your gavel ship solving with my own two peepers. So 11 before the murder, 11 again right after means... Wait, that's a thingy! Contradiction, Eustace. Do you try to key up? Oh my god, he's calling contradictions a thingy. Oh, he's... I can't do this anymore, Eustace. Can't keep defending your ass, Eustace. I'm gonna lie, Hart is growing on me as well. She's pretty useful here. She was a pain to deal with when she showed up in Ace Attorney, in the first Ace Attorney game though. Miss Hart, did nothing really change at all? I done told you already, they carried right on again like nothing even happened. Oh, except for, it wasn't nothing much, but what is it? That little old mallet doodad. You can't have yourself an auction without one. Kinda like the one Missy over there's got, but different. The auctioneer's hammer. That's the money. I done heard that thing banging and clanging right way through, then nothing, just like that. So the noise of the hammer stopped midway through could have something to do with the murder. What, did he actually knock the victim on the head with the fucking hammer? Did he actually bonk her on the head? There's no way. Okay, let's read that. That's so fucking stupid if he actually did. Okay. 11 of T. Oh, okay. Auctioneer's hammer could no longer be heard. I'm back. What have I missed? Quite a lot actually. We're now like further suspecting this guy officially, but we have no evidence. And then she is now on our side for sure. And then what's it? And then what we just learned? Oh, we just learned that there's some inconsistencies, some contradictions with the auction itself. If what Miss Hart is telling us is true, we have something of a problem. Namely, that if the victim is neither the auctioneer nor one of the attendees, some thingies, yeah. Your entire theory cannot stand, Mr. Edgeworth. Chalk one up for justice. Eat that, Edgeworth. See, Mr. Edgeworth, there really was nothing we... Not yet, Kay. Not yet. We've come back from worse. Okay, we've come back from what was it called? Rockier bottoms. He looks like his picture would be in a dictionary. Like, no, like, might as well, like, just put up big letters, criminal over here. Because he looks like a cult leader. He looks like he would lead a cult leader and then kill the entire cult. Does he not? Do you know who I'm referencing? So there must be something we're overlooking, something we still don't have an explanation for. I just need to think. If I can't KS, think harder, Edgeworth, think. Alright, kids, we finally have all of our answers now. If so, then I expect you to make good on... Oh, who's holding it now? Oh my god, wife? One moment, sir. You can bet Edgeworth is wishing Kay was being loud and happy again. Yeah, Edgeworth is like, Kay, please be your original annoying self, please. One moment, sir. I worry that it might still be a little early to pass judgment. After all, we have one more matter yet to resolve. And until we do, we cannot claim complete and total victory over Mr. Edgeworth. Is that not so, Mr. Edgeworth? Frankly, I expected you to have raised your voice by now. A loud hold it, perhaps? Oh, yes, of course. Once again, she has rescued us from the jaws of defeat. Where's my bubbly baby girl? Exactly! Very well, let's get this over with, shall we? What is this one matter that still remains? Why, the contradiction in the coroner's report, sir. I love her. Wow. That's... I'm back with the witnesses, Your Honor. What's all this about? Why'd you call us back down here? Did somebody suddenly fall ill? I'll have compress ready in 2 shakes of a... Ow! Better be like, I've seen you be far more stubborn than this. Keep fighting, you idiot. Yeah, we can't let her down. We can't disappoint our wife. This better be good. Did somebody else drop dead? Well, they might have soon wish they had. Dr. Hertz, Miss Needler, thank you so much for coming on such short notice. Let me assure you, this won't take long. Quit trying to butter me up and cut to the chase, will ya? Ha ha ha, of course. We summoned you here to confirm something. What is Judge Gaville up to? Dr. Hurst, this court asks that you provide the unabridged truth regarding the following. Do you stand by your preliminary findings? Can you vouch for their complete and total accuracy? Grandma doesn't make mistakes ever. That's strange. Huh? What do you mean? I just noticed this girl has a huge forehead. Damn, girl, that noggin. Ugh. In the course of this trial, an error was indeed found in her report. And so asking him for the truth, Dr. Hurst. Did you alter, tamper with, or in any way falsify your findings? Holds many thoughts. That's awful. How can you even say that? What are you asking me for? Why the heck would I want to do that? To help the true culprit, of course. As if I know anything about all that. I just know I didn't do anything of the sort. Then that seems doubly strange. What other explanation could there be for the discrepancy in your report? Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might have any thoughts on the matter. I have many thoughts. It's not like you to be coy, I must say. Why does she keep taking charge and helping me? I still don't know what she's trying to do, but I'll happily take what I can get. Everything was recorded accurately and then handed off to Mr. Wiener according to protocol. Then the report shouldn't contain any mistakes. Wait. For the record, I didn't do anything to the report. No, I believe you, Eustace. You're not smart enough to do anything to the report. I guess we'll see, won't we? Dr. Hertz, perhaps we could begin your side of the story. Why do we even need to? This is pointless. I'll be the judge of what's pointless. Pointless, thank you very much. We have patients waiting back at the hospital. But Grandma, youch, we really don't have time for this. Won't you please help us? I can't stress how important this is. Grandma says she'll testify, but could you please make it quick? If you're not back soon, people will suffer. Girl, there's people suffering here! Namely me, having to suffer looking at the old guy all the time. And you had no qualms about taking your time and buying cotton candy last time we saw you. We'll let you go as soon as we can, I promise. Barely knows how to read. Assuming you can tell us the truth, that is. Oh my god, they are a unit. No way there's a mistake in Grandma's report. Never. I've been dealing with the dead longer than you've been alive, Sonny Jim. Me writing something wrong is about likely as ouch. And what the heck do you think I stand to gain by doctoring the file, huh? Don't make a lick of sense. That's all she has to say. Nothing funky here. See? It's just as I thought. There's no chance the good doctor doctor her findings. And you swear by the holy goddess that this testimony is true. Of course, Grandma's never told a lie in her...
Objection!
Your opinions are not necessary, Nurse Needler. Your grandmother is the subject of this inquiry, not you. Not necessary? That's not fair. I'm the only ally poor Grandma has. Go ahead and shout objection left and right, but you best be prepared then, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, I'm more than prepared. I'm ready to expose the truth behind the error in the report. Canon Edgeworth canonically is not afraid to beat up old ladies for the truth. I just noticed she's speaking for her. Yeah, she's been speaking for her. That's why I'm saying, are they always a eunuch because of this?
Hold it!
Never. You're saying that Dr. Hertz is infallible. She has to be. A doctor can't afford to make mistakes. Even a veteran like Grandma would be out of a job if she messed up even once. There's no way she of all people would. I got a whole hospital relying on me. Might be you can't bungle your work and survive, mister, but I can't. It would be hilarious if she's giving her a voice. You know, I would do an old lady voice, but apparently according to everybody else, namely chat, I'm already an old lady, so I'm already using an old lady voice.
Hold it!
And you've never made a single mistake in all that time. You're barely a fetus. What? Make up your mind. Am I an aging grandmother or am I a little baby fetus, huh? Doctor is all about experience. The longer you've been at it, the better you get. If only the same were true prosecuting, Chairman Wiener could be the best in the business. But I think we can all agree that's not the case. Oh, you really are a devil, Miles. But you're also quite wrong. I've never once made a mistake either. Let your bones talk. Oh my god, the moment, like right before I read that, my knees cracked. To me, you're just a baby. Fucking wrinkly old baby, I guess. There's your answer. After all, I have people to do that for me. I'm too busy for foul-outs, and luckily for me, I don't have to make them. Isn't having people just grand? Oh, he's the type of person to take credit for other people's work. Unless they did something wrong, and then he's like, then he'll blame the other people for that. Don't you go trying to make doctoring and lawyering sound the same? They ain't nothing alike. Nothing alike, I tell ya. That's a winner for you, yeah.
Hold it!
The victim appears to have put this raincoat on after sustaining the head injury, and yet there was not a single drop of her blood in the chest area of the raincoat. Therefore, she must have been hit in the head before she was stabbed in the chest, making it pre-mortem. Oh, that's ouch! I don't need you to teach me how to suck eggs. Yep. Suck eggs? Who's sucking eggs? My dang report already says what you just said, don't it?
Objection!
Your report states that the head injury appeared to have been sustained post-mortem, which is the exact opposite of what I just said. Oh. Sure. I diligently dictated that report to Florence here, and she wrote it all down just like I said. Something happened to it afterwards. We're nothing to— oh, was there a miscommunication? You dictated it. Could you please tell me more?
Hold it!
Just so we're on the same page, what were your conclusions regarding the body? Well, like I said, ouch! Sorry, it was, death from a good hard knock to the noggin. Death from a knock... You mean she died of the head trauma? She died of the head trauma. This was not the murder weapon. And you can say for certain when that knock happened, Dr. Hertz. Pre-mortem, of course. Chest wound happened after the poor girl died. Oh my god, it is the hammer! There's no way! There's no fucking way he killed her with a big-ass hammer. That's so stupid! Oh my god, only this game. Only Ace Attorney. God, I love this. Chest wound happened. And you know why? And you know why he had to create the chest wound? You know why he had to create a chest wound? Is because he had to make this fake pool of blood. That's why he stabbed her. Oh my god. I told Florence that, and she wrote it right down, so that's what it says in my dang report. That may be what you told her, but I think we're finally getting to the truth. Okay, I think we're just supposed to present. I think we're supposed to just present the report to this. Oh my god, I can't believe she died to a hit on the head by a hammer. That's what a way to die. Wow. She got caught lacking by a hammer.
Objection!
Dr. Hertz, I'd like you to take a look at the report for yourself. Oh, I'll read it to... Oh. This ain't what I said. This ain't what I said at all. What? What do you mean exactly? I don't know. But I can't say that. Okay, you know what? It's because she keeps whacking her on the head that her fucking... There's probably... Her brain cells are all gone, probably. Yeah, they keep hitting each other on the head. Miss Nieder, if you are to attempt to bury Dr. Hertz's truth, I will gladly hear a confession myself on behalf of the goddess of justice. Dr. Hertz seems to be telling Judge Gavel something in private. What? I see. Very well. Allow me to relay to everyone what you just told me. Ain't no doubt about what I said. I dictated my findings to Forrest just like I told you I did. Oh, wait. Could she have on purpose wrote it all wrong? The photo had a young thing must have wrote it down wrong or something. Wow, that's a great impression. Yes, but was it really necessary? So in summary, there is an error in the report, and it was all because of you, Nurse Needler. The true facts have now been shown to be that the head injury occurred prior to the chest wound. The question now, Miss Leader, is why did you introduce such an error? Just a minute, Verity. You make it sound as if the poor girl did it deliberately. Whereas it seemed to me she just made a little mistake. Little mistake? Little mistake if she wrote down one or two words different. It's a completely different report. Pre-mortem, post-mortem, they're practically the same word, don't you think? Didn't she just say they could lose a job for making a mistake? This dude, like, oh my god. Except they mean two different, completely opposite things. This was deliberate, no doubt about it. They literally are not, like, it literally says, she literally told the girl, is like, oh, she died from the head trauma, and she wrote down, died from chest stab wound. Oh, that's not a mistake. But why would she want to change it? Exactly, oh. You won't get away that easily. Explain yourself, young lady. The grandma's against her too. But grandma, You submitted a falsified report, an act that led to Kay being accused of murder. You owe us an explanation. But I can't tell you. She being blackmailed? Not don't want to, but can't. This is rather unpleasant, don't you think? Ganging up on this poor, considerate girl who's only looking after her grandmother. She had nothing to do with... The grandma seems fine by herself. She simply made one tiny mistake, so why not just leave it there?
Objection!
You like that, wouldn't you? Because the only person her testimony will hurt is you. That's not a tiny mistake! What on earth do you mean? Seeing as you're now de facto ex-prosecutor, you're going to need to explain yourself better. I'd be happy to. I'd even spell it out for you. Nurse Nita's role in this crime is very important because... She's a co-conspirator, but I'm gonna say it because, like, who knows? This game is bullshit sometimes. She's definitely not the murderer or the victim, so, like, I don't know why I'm so like so unconfident in myself. This slimy mofo is coercing her. I think he's like blackmailing her or something. There's neither doctor to report nor word to cover her accomplice. Ouch! So she's a co-conspirator, this innocent young thing? Do you share your grounds for making such a wild accusation? Oh, she's innocent, but this girl younger than her is a murderer? What is this guy's problem? What is his issue? The murder couldn't have been committed by one person working on their own. Without at least two people, it wouldn't have been possible to move the body or doctor to report. Right, moving the body would seem like... And why Kay in particular? I think there's something like that's Kay's being related to all of this. She couldn't have just been there at the wrong place at the wrong time, right? Or maybe she was. And she was just convenient to pin the crime on, you know? She's a Maya. I mean... The murderer couldn't have moved the victim's body without help. Miss Ring was pretty slender, right? So what am... Oh, wait, that's not it? Okay, maybe it is just a doctor report. That's so obvious. I fell for the obvious bait again. It's because of her father? Could be something with her past, but I think we've already explored most of that. The fact that the victim had K promises. I just assumed because K promises was like evidence at some point, and then I just assumed she had it is because they were selling it in the auction and the victim was trying to get it back for her or something. You know, that's what I assumed. It is messed up. The murderer couldn't have falsified the report on their own. That's not it too? Oh, I didn't even read the middle one. I'm distracted now. Oh no, this is so embarrassing. Maintain attendee numbers? None of this sounds right. Oh, that's... Oh, I already forgot about the fact that there was a... Oh, I already forgot. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh. I forgot about how there were still 11 attendees even after that one person got killed. Yeah. So she filled in for the victim. The auctioneer was the murderer, then the victim was one of the attendees. The fact that a witness testified to there being 11 attendees even after the murder doesn't make sense. Hey, watch it. You gotta call my good word into question now, too? That's not what I meant. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I'm taking you at your word, which means there must be a co-conspirator. I know it's hard, my boy, but sometimes you just have to accept that you were wrong.
Objection!
I wasn't wrong. I just hadn't considered the possibility of the killer having an accomplice. But as soon as we do, things start to fall into place. If the killer's accomplice returned to the auction room in the place of the victim, there would have indeed been 11 attendees both before and after the murder. Well, so that's your thinking, is it? It's certainly an intriguing theory, but surely the imposter would have been spotted right away. I to imagine that Nurse Needler looked strikingly different from the victim in build and stature. With the help of a mask, she could very easily have been replaced with Springer without anybody noticing. Well, Nurse Needler, is that what happened? Did you take the victim's place at the auction? Oh, and guess who brought Kay to us in the beginning of the case? Guess who it was who claimed that she found her somewhere? Oh? I wouldn't do something like that. Now tell us, the ringleader, who were they? I can't tell you, I just can't. It hurt Grandma too. Ow! But Grandma, don't you worry about me. I can take it. I really like this Grandma, man. You just tell me everything, child. But Grandma, oh! Grandma's head exploded, so I was right. She was an accomplice. Miss Needler, why? Well, Miss Needler, can you explain? Yes. Oh, she's fine. They're good. Huh? Oh, thank you, Grandma, but I'm all right now. I confess it. I changed places with Miss Ringer. So you meant that you were working with the ringleader? Yeah, I was helping them. I don't know how, but they found out Miss Ringer was going to attack them. The culprit was going to be attacked by the victim. They seemed pretty sure it was going to happen that night, so they made a counterpoint. They wanted to strike first, and they wanted me to help them. I was told to go to the storeroom before the auction began and wait there. Now hold it right there, Missy. I didn't see nothing, and my eyes don't lie. If you'd been there from before the auction, I would have bumped right into ya. I was there the whole way through, and you weren't there for a bit of it. But I'm not lying. Well, that's easy for you to say, but you were lying about altering that report only a few minutes ago, not him throwing her under the bus.
Objection!
I think we're all aware of the number of potential hiding places in that storeroom. Are we? Or where exactly you're trying to say our friend the nurse was hiding, What? We have just... What? Where was she hiding? I don't know. I don't fucking know. In the box? That's the only place. But like, didn't Miss Hart say that the box was locked up tight at some point? I guess it's the only option here.
Take that!
It's right. She hid inside this clothes box. Oh, she did she? Huh, well, it was there the whole time, even before I moseyed on in. Like I done told y'all, it had all them chains around it. Wanted to hide in there myself, but it was locked up tight, so I had to go elsewhere. I was imagining that's because Nurse Needler was already lying in there by the time you arrived. That's right, we didn't want anybody to open it or it would have really blown our cover. So the ringleader told me to climb in and wait until it was time for my part of the plan. That's so messed up. And then they wrapped the whole box up and changed. God, this girl's talking as if that's normal. Like, that ain't normal. I think they took the elevator downstairs not long after. It was just before the auction was due to start. So as the auction was beginning, you and Miss Hart would have been the only people in the storeroom. Yeah, I think so. The auction proceeded as it always did. Until a certain customer came upstairs to complete her purchase. That was when the incident occurred. Miss Hart overheard the victim and the culprit exchanging words around then. You betcha I was hiding behind that statue there, shaking like a dang leaf the whole time. It's okay, they gave her snipes and light novel. In the middle of her quarrel, Miss Ringer was killed by the auctioneer. I imagine the auctioneer then carried Miss Ringer's body over to the clothes box, from which Nurse Needler emerged and swapped places with the victim. After placing Miss Ringer's body inside the box, Nurse Needler's role now was to pretend to be the Miss Ringer. The two of them returned to the room below as if nothing had happened. Is that about some of what happened in the storeroom, Nurse Needler? Yes, in fact, that's exactly what happened. Hold up, so you just watched right back on in and nobody noticed? This is two completely different people we're talking about. You're telling me not one of the other folks down there on the auction cottoned on? Why would they? The other auction goers had no reason to notice the difference because she has stolen the clothes. That's why the victim was wearing a man suit, because her clothes were gone. Right? Yes, I'm right. I just need to save just to be sure. So you see, Miss Ringer and Nurse Needler are about the same build. What's more, the auction rules require the 10 days to wear their masks all the time. If Nurse Needler were wearing the same clothes as Miss Ringer, nobody would have been any the wiser. No, and they weren't. I borrowed Miss Ringer's clothes and ouch! And I left the poor child in her smalls? Have you no respect, girl? No, Grandma, I thought the same thing. It wouldn't be nice to leave her like that. Oh, but it was okay to kill her? This girl. What's wrong with her? So when the ringleader wasn't looking, I put that raincoat on her. So that's how Miss Ringer came to be wearing it. Thus, the auction was able to carry on as before. Guess the part where I caught the red raincoat on Phil came just after. Yeah, it must be. Then it all makes sense. Right after that was when I went over and looked downstairs through the gap in the elevator. Spied me 11 happy little auction goers. Then back I snuck into my little hidey hole. Don't tell me you were hiding back the entire time after that. Well, that is not exactly. What is it? Did something happen? So, maybe I ought to have mentioned this before, but I fell asleep for a few winks after that. Well, passed out unconscious, you might say. What? What happened? Oh, nothing much. Kind of silly, really, but it was this sudden loud noise, and it startled me just a little bit, you know? This woman. Alright, maybe more than a little, but I just witnessed a murder. Can't blame a girl for getting jumpy. Guess I got my heart shook and my head faint. Before I knew it, I was out like a light. The time I came to was the next dang day, and there y'all were, clanking down that ladder. Okay, so there was a period of time that we don't know what happened then. So you were startled by a loud noise and felt unconscious. I suppose that means you don't know what happened after that. Not per se, but well, after the auction was over, all the masks were back on the rack. So I reckon the guests done finished up and filed out one by one like they were supposed to. So you never actually saw them leave? Girl, this girl. Nurse Needler, once the auction had restarted, what exactly were you doing? I was pretending to be Miss Ringer and placing bids, just as the ringleader wanted. I had to win the clothes box as I had been instructed. It had a dead body inside after all. Imagine if somebody else had won it. We would have been in real trouble then. Yeah, okay. So you had no idea that the victim had vacated the box in the meantime? No, not until we came back up so I could pay for it. That was when we noticed. The ringleader told me to go look for her right away. Except, I found some other girl collapsed at the foot of the ladder instead. Oh, that's Kate! Yes, she must have fallen up from the roof and been knocked unconscious. Oh, and that's when he decided to frame her. I see. Guess the victim must have left that hatch wide open, huh? That would explain it. Kate would have been so shocked by seeing Miss Ringer fall motionless right in front of her that she wouldn't have been seeing the open hatch and falling right through it. Okay, so nobody actually pushed her? Okay. That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Kay crash landing onto the storeroom floor. I suppose. Can't believe something like that knocked me out for so long, though. So in summary, by the time Miss Needler found Kay, you were already sound asleep behind the statue. I think we got a good grasp of what occurred up to this point now. Nurse Leader, if you would continue. Sure, so I found Kay, and next I found Miss Ringer, and I put them both in the clothes box. We couldn't risk any of the auction goers seeing them. That would have caused a real hullabaloo. Was that your idea or the ringleader's? Theirs. But putting a raincoat on Miss Ringer was my own idea, so I tried to get rid of it before they found out what I'd done. I imagine they were none to be pleased when it showed up as a surprise piece of evidence in this case. And lastly, the ringleader and I put her in an auctioneer's outfit we prepared. Of course, which completed the deception and made everyone think she was the auctioneer. All in all, the auction finished up without anybody noticing anything, and that was that. Now that we know the extent of your crimes, Nurse Needler, if you have anything further to share, I'd advise you to do so immediately. Wish I could tell you more, but I'm sorry, that's all I know. Except for one other thing, it did seem a little strange, I guess. When I was borrowing Miss Ringer's clothes, I took everything I could, but I couldn't take her hair oh! You're dang right you couldn't take her hair? What kind of medical professional are you? Swear your dad's where you draw the line? So taking her clothes was okay. Our hair was totally different. The style, the length, everything. I kind of panicked. But the ringleader thought of everything, including wigs. Oh my god, so this was premeditated. 2 of them, in fact. There was a straight one and a wavy one. They were both stashed in a clothes box. 2 wigs? But why? I wondered that too. Wait, so she doesn't know who the ringleader actually is? But so how did she even get involved in the first place? Anyways, I took the straight one. That was the one that matched her hair on the day. Leaving a wavy wig in the box. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wig? Could he be wearing a wig right now? That's everything you know? There's nothing else you're forgetting? Wait, let me read whatever her statement was just now. Repaired wigs. No, huh? No, really, Grandma, that's everything. And I take it that you really have no idea who the ringleader might be. Sorry, I only know they were in charge of the auction. I didn't see them without their mask on. They were pretty careful to keep their identity a secret. I can't get something concrete of it. But okay, but this proves that Kay was not the murderer. Well, Miles, are we done? You've proven a nurse was part of the murder plot, but sadly for you, it doesn't change a whole lot. Because it does not— What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? You— Huh? What do you mean? What does he mean? Didn't the nurse already say that she and the ringleader killed her and then found Kay? How could Kay be there? I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Yeah, he's fucking senile. And justice must prevail. We can't change the law even. What are you even blathering all? Oh my, I need to take a break. Okay, it's that time that I need to take a break from this. Oh my god, what is wrong with this guy? Thank you for the hydrate. Holy shit. Gavel will come to the rescue. Yeah, she will. But like the audacity of this guy. Where does he even make this stuff up from? What is his issue? Okay, thank you for the stretch. Oh my god. Is this it? Am I not going to be able to save Kay? But you literally just did. You literally just did, Edgeworth. I can't believe this is the angle they're going for. Oh my god.
Objection!
Yippee! Oh my god. Our other savior. Now if only Gumshoe will show up and then I'll be super happy. Francisca, what are you doing here? As I told you before, Miles Edgeworth, where the case leads, I follow. Your dedication is inspirational to all of us. I forgot the other members were present. This is actually the most like interesting day of their life, right? All the other people. Don't go getting the wrong idea, little brother. I forgot Miles is the younger brother. Or no, like not like younger through age, but younger because he got adopted later than her. I'm only here to deliver the truth regarding the suspect. I'm certainly not here to forgive you for abandoning the way of the prosecutor. I understand that. You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. Gochu, you mean? In his desperation to help Kay Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information. Detective Gumshoe did that. Prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth, for the final piece of the puzzle. Oh my god, all these goats coming together! This is like the Avengers. Francisca, stop being a tsundere. It's just, it runs in the family. Her and Edgeworth both. Rosie Ringer's head wound was the first of the injuries she suffered, not the second. Yeah, we knew that. Well, someone say something. Yeah, there's no easy way to say this, Francisca, but, we already knew. It's okay, they're still goat. It's okay. You, what? Oh no, she's gonna get mad at Gumshoe again. It's the thought that, oh, just a few minutes ago. Well, why did you say so sooner? You didn't exactly give us a chance. And I suppose you also know about the murder weapon too. Yeah, big hammer. Oh, they don't know it's the big hammer. No, not yet. Ha, good. Then listen up. The victim was struck on the head with a blunt object bearing a circular surface. I can't believe she actually got killed by a big hammer. This is so funny. And the wounds to the chest were actually inflicted post-mortem. Circular surface.
Objection.
And you're certain of that, I assume your sources are above board. I wonder what I wonder what that could have been. True, trusted medical professionals reached the same conclusions independently. You couldn't ask for more.
Objection.
That's certainly good to know. Oh. Of what? I am the prosecutor in charge of Interpol's investigation to the underground auction. And this murder occurred during that auction. It would be negligent of me to not pursue leads pertaining to related parties, especially the victim. Oh my god! Let him know, Francisca! My, you've really become quite the force to be reckoned with, haven't you, my dear? Then all parties are in agreement. The victim died from a blow to the head. Oh, updated autopsy report. Here we go. Death occurred as a result of a heavy blow to the head with a circular object. Chest wounds inflicted post-mortem. Yeah. So he killed her with the big ass hammer, knocked her right on the head, and then stabbed her to create this pool of blood. Okay, we're figuring shit out. Sadly, the murder weapon itself has yet to be identified. Probably on his person, if it's the big hammer. Based on the shape, I might have an idea or two. Yes! Of course you do, Edgeworth, because we're that smart. But guys, I didn't turn up any other weapon during my investigation. And yet, only think about the setting and an auctioneer's tools and the answer should be obvious. An object with a circular surface used in an auction, we're obviously talking about the auctioneer's hammer. What would an auctioneer have readily at hand? The autopsy report was updated. You're screwed, Mr. Wiener. An auctioneer's hammer, of course. He's probably not gonna even read the updated autopsy report. We never found one of those. The auctioneer was indeed the killer. It does seem a likely candidate for the murder weapon. But without the evidence to support your theory, it remains nothing more than that. Oh, I have just the evidence you need right here. This piece of evidence strongly suggests that the auctioneer's hammer was a murder weapon. What? Do we have? Isn't it just the autopsy report? Are we missing something? If you choose Judge Gavel hammer, she offered to give you a closer look at her hammer. Gonna knock us on the head. Is it just the autopsy report again? There's no way. This game, there's no way. I mean, it's the only thing. Okay, well. Surely it can't be that obvious. I'm so scared because you never know with this game. It's either some obscure ass evidence or it's something so obvious. I mean, it's the only thing. It's literally the only thing. So we're gonna do it.
Take that.
It's not actually. Oh no. What was the last? Oh wait, it clears for the auction having been the murder weapon. I don't think it is. No, it's wrong. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't say. When was the last time I saved? A really long time ago, actually. So we're just gonna have one mistake. You saved it? When? When did I save it? Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. No, yeah, I meant to save it, cause like the last time I saved was really long ago. So like whatever, I'm just gonna save it here so I don't lose more, you know, health. Yeah. Auctioneer's hammer being the... Oh wait, is it one of the statements? Oh, it is! It's the sound of the hammer not being heard again. Oh, okay, I'm fucking dumb. Okay, it was kind of obvious. Miss Hart told us something very important about the auction after the murder occurred. She said that the very prominent sound... Listen, there's so much new information, I just forgot about old information, okay? She said that the very prominent sound of the auctioneer's hammer could no longer be heard. Now, what would that be? I'll tell you why, because it had just been used in a murder and was covered in the victim's blood. It would need to be disposed of, isn't that right? Chairman Wiener? I'll have our people look into this right away. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You really are like a dog with a bone, aren't you, dear boy? You can't dedicate yourself to a cause when you're young. When can you? Hmm? Very confident we'll never find. He's way too confident to be someone in a room where nobody is on his side. Like, literally none of the people here are rooting for him, I don't think. Very well. A search for the murder weapon will be conducted. In the meantime, this court is in recess. Holy, oh my god, that was a long section. Oh my god, it took 2 hours? Oh, holy shit. We might have to end it here today because it do be Sunday. Oh. And I'm not even sure if the next part would be the last part. I feel like we're still so far away from the end of this case because it can't be this short. So juicy. It really is so juicy. Oh my god. Okay, well, we will return on Wednesday for more of this game. You want the answer to that question, like how far away you are? Nah, not really. It's okay. Even if we are at the end, I don't think I'll be able to. It will take too long to finish today, so we will continue this on. Thank you for the suggestion, though, Jonathan. We will continue this on Wednesday. Yeah, the mystery is all a part of the fun. You know, not knowing what to expect, not knowing what to expect, who to show up. You know, you never know when Useless Winner is gonna show up again. You never know when he's gonna say, "Oh, really?" Off to the side. Oh my god. What the fuck? What a game. I love this game so much. Still waiting for the alpha male. Yeah, when is Agent Lang gonna show up? Surely. How was the last case, honestly? Oh. Oof. Oof. I still gotta do all my dailies. As long as Larry doesn't show up again. We already seen him. Surely he's not gonna show up in another case, right? Surely. I guess Wendy did show up in 2 cases in the last game. Oh god, wait, she better not show up. Don't jinx it. Larry's gonna have the most important piece of evidence. What if Olbak showed up as Exclusive's girlfriend? Oh no, wait, no. Then she would be on our side because she loves edgy poo, obviously. She wouldn't betray Edward. She would never. She would never betray her edgy poo. Alright. Well, that's it for today. That was really fun. That was so fun. I feel like we made quite a lot of progress today. We've definitely got Kay off the hook, in my opinion. But like, you know, some old senile old man still thinks she did it for some reason. Actually, he knows she didn't do it. She's just evil. Anyways. Well, we'll see what happens next time. All right. She's a cougar. What would she want with that old bag of... Exactly. She doesn't like older men. You didn't prove who was the real killer, therefore she's still guilty. Like, couldn't he have... You know, I really thought he was gonna put the blame on the nurse, you know? You know, as a way for him to still get out of it. But like the audacity for him to still be like, oh wait, but you still didn't prove that Kay Faraday isn't the auction ringmaster. Oh really? A 17-year-old girl is the auction ringleader. Okay. Oh my god, he fucking irritates me so much. I don't know if I prefer Von Kammer more than this guy. Like, I don't know. They both suck. Please get my boy Eustace out of there, please. I'll adopt him. He can be my son. Oh yeah, they both have lovable children. You're right. Fun fact. Let us know the fun fact. Remember when Karma got his first penalty? Yeah. Was this guy on the committee when he first got his first penalty? They're equally trash. At least Von Karma's actually smart. That is true. Oh my god, the person who gave it... What? Old evil man on old evil man violence? I could have sworn they would be friends with the way he's behaving. There can only be one shitty old man in town. There can be one shitty old man villain in this game. Their egos wouldn't allow them to be friends. That's probably true. Terrifying thought that if we let Von Karma keep going, maybe he could have taken over this committee when he retired. Terrifying thought. Honestly, I would love to see them both duke it out. Like, physically. Like, you know, fist fight in the parking lot of the courthouse, you know? That would be really funny to watch. Two to death. I bet on winner. I don't know. Von Karma kind of... No, I mean, like, winner looks flimsier than Von Karma. You think? Yeah, just look at their sprites. Like, when Karma actually like, you know, is not like lanky. Why are we comparing old men? Von Karma had to rely on a tase, remember? That's true, but Von Karma also shot a dude, aka Gregory. So... And this guy killed someone with a fucking hammer. This guy killed a woman with a hammer. I think Von Karma wins the fight. Von Karma was spinning by his beard. Yes, the Von Karma neutral special. She didn't even die immediately. Oh wait, I think she did die immediately. No, she didn't. Cause she got out. Yeah, she got out. Yeah, I forgot about that. Not me already forgetting stuff from the case. Yeah, she didn't even die immediately. What a loser. L. After this case, they should rename his entire family line to losers instead of winners. I don't want this game to be over. I want to play this game forever. It's so fun. When are they gonna release another one? Please, I want more Phoenix Wright. I miss him. Capcom, give us another AA. Oh my god, wait, in like, okay, listen, like related, semi-related to Capcom, because in like March or April, Capcom Cafe is doing a Gintama collaboration. I wanna go. And they're not gonna have disgusting mayonnaise desserts on the menu. Win is a win. Judging a man's worth based on how quickly he can kill a woman with a hammer. What's the point then? The point is I'm not gonna get sick. Okay? To enjoy my favorite series collaboration event. Mayo isn't a dessert, it's an instrument. Oh, you ask the people in Japan if they think mayo isn't a dessert, because they're the ones that invented a drinkable mayo. So I wouldn't say. Toshi would disagree. I don't think Toshi is a good judgment for what regular people like to eat. It was a full course meal thing. God, that sounds so disgusting. Imagine burping and then only a mayo. Ew! Ah! And then only a mayo scent comes out. All right. I mean, who would have thought carrots make a good cake ingredient? I mean, carrots are naturally sweet sometimes. How am I gonna procrastinate now? It's Sunday. You should be going to bed at this point. Carrots are yummy. I love carrots. I love radishes, carrots. I have stuff to do. I guess I could, do the Infinity Nikki stuff on the server again. Oh wait, no, the new quest doesn't even unlock until a couple days later, so I have nothing to do in Infinity Nikki anymore. I could do my ZZZ dailies. I guess there's still that. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Let me stall for another 5 minutes so I can end on the 3-hour mark. But yeah. What? What other games are coming out lately? I still have to do. Oh my god, I haven't played Genshin in 3 days. God, my fucking streak, my login streak, my dailies. Oh my god, it's over. It's so over. I gotta play it today. It's like it's crazy because these 3 games got a new update all at the same time. Lantern Ray stream. I could do that. I could play Lantern Ray. I'm just gonna hear me cry over Xiao again. That's all I care about in Genshin. Wild is so close. Oh my god, like just 1 month. Just 1 month left for Wilds. Well, surely we're gonna be done by this game by then, probably. Surely. I gotta go back to play Persona 3 at some point too. I still need to buy Wilds. You know what? Me too. I still haven't pre-ordered. I'm waiting for February. Honestly, same. I just don't know which version to get, you know. Same, honestly, but apparently the bonuses are not worth it for like the deluxe versions because it's only just cosmetic stuff. Yeah, even the regular version is kind of expensive though. SMH, the video game inflation is so real and disgusting. I'll just get the regular version then. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna get too. Okay, do you guys have you guys bought any collector's editions for video game? The only ones I have are the Persona 5 one. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. That I figured that makes sense for you. So yeah, I only have the Persona 5 Royal Collector's Edition. I wanted to buy some Zelda collector, but like Nintendo doesn't give good shit in collector editions, so like I haven't bought any Nintendo ones. Remember picking up Between Classes back in college? What'd you get in it? What was in there in that collection? I buy extra stuff for Senran Kagura. Okay. Yeah, what was in that collect? What was the extra stuff? Steelbook, concept art pin. Oh, I love it when they include a concept art book. I have the one from Persona 5 Royal. It's so good. The art is so good. And then they actually give me like a real Joker mask, which I still have it in the box because I don't know where to put that thing. Oh, characters for the game. Okay. A short concept art book, but it's still cool. I love concept art book. I haven't bought one lately. I need... There was one where I wanted. I was looking for... Oh, the Genshin one. And honestly, I really would want one for HSR and Zenless 02. Including Kagura herself. She's so busted. Oh man. Do you guys like in-game stuff more or physical stuff more? I'm heading out now. Bye. God bless. Thank you so much for stopping by today, Jonathan. Hopefully you'll be able to stop by when I play this game next time. But yeah, good night. Physical. Haven't played it in years though. It's alright. It was always a special place in your heart. You're always thinking about it anyway. Depends on the in-game content. I'm trying to think if I have any special edition ones that I bought for in-game content. I usually prefer physical content, but there also comes to a point where I don't have anywhere I could put these physical content stuff, you know. And as long as it makes the game fun, that's true. Because usually the in-game stuff are cosmetic stuff. I know the Persona one did also come with in-game cosmetic stuff, which I never even looked at. I didn't care where I left the goodies. Okay, 3. Have they ever released the Tears of the Kingdom art book? I will get that. I don't think they have yet, at least not in English. I know they have a Breath of the Wild one, which I don't care about because I don't like Breath of the Wild. I would like an art book of every series I like. Also came with collectible cards, but those were meh. What, you didn't get them graded? Kingdom Hearts special collectible cards. Still need to get the arcane art book. Ooh, that's a good one to get. I have the Spider-Verse art book as well. But I actually have a lot of art book. I have the Okami one. Art book is something that I collect actually. It's a PNG, it's a piece of cardboard or oh. I have the Persona one. I have Okami. I have like the Atelier game one of the Atelier game ones. Oh, Okami one is so good. Oh my god. Wait, I should do a stream where I show off all my art books. I have so many. You should. Oh my god, I kind of want to because I love them all so much. I have both of the Splatoon ones for Splatoon 2 and 3. I have the Zelda art book, but it's not like the specific game one. It's just like the overall art book thing for all of the series one they released. And then I have a Splatoon 1 too. Splatoon art is fire. Like you think that it's just a bunch of little squid, but like the art is so good. And then what else? What other art? I have so many. I can't remember because it's been a while since I looked at my bookshelf because I don't read, you know. Oh god, I really don't remember. You know what? I will go look at my bookshelf after stream and I'll see. I'll see about that art book show off stream, which, you know, I wouldn't think that would be a really interesting or long stream, but like that's an idea at least. I could make it a coffee exclusive YouTube video because I have been neglecting coffee for so long. Yeah, sorry about that, but I really appreciate people still being there. I also have way too many Imagine FX magazines. Oh, wow, I haven't heard that in years. Okay, well, I think I should end stream now, but I'll get back on to this. I'll see you guys on Wednesday with more of Ace Attorney. And thank you so much for joining stream today. I hope everybody had fun. I have so much fun with this game. I just bought another one today. Very fun. Can you imagine? I initially didn't want to play any Ace Attorney game on stream, is because I was like, I don't know if I would like to read out all the dialogue, and I feel like that would be really boring. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. So, you know, in the future, maybe we'll get to play more of these kinds of games. But yeah, it is very enjoyable. I'm glad. Because, like, my idea was, like, whenever I watch people play this game, they would always do fun voices for each character because a lot of the people I watch are voice actors. And so I was like, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. So I feel like that would be kind of boring for people. But I'm glad, you know, it's interesting at least for you guys. Giving voices is so tiring. It is so tiring, but, like, it works. It works really well for these type of games. This is so fun. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm having so much fun too. Thank you so much for sticking around for these streams and bantering with me. But yeah, hope y'all have a wonderful night and a wonderful week ahead of you. Remember to stay hydrated and take care of yourself and get some rest if you need to, if you can. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, goodbye. Take care. Bye-bye. Hope your eye recovers soon. It actually feels a lot better now. Like, in the past 3 hours, it's like stopped being so swollen, I think. But I'll go put in more eye drops. Don't worry. Okay. Bye-bye. Good night.